Smud reloaded.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with my my computer. It just Streamlabs did not initialize my microphone, and
What?
even though it
Oh.
was capturing
Oh.
it, it wasn't
Oh.
pumping it. It wasn't pumping it through the feed for some reason.
Yeah, Windows update. Yay.
Yeah, I don't know.
It makes everything better.
Now Discord. Oh fuck.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Discord's back. All right.
Hooray!
Now I have to get YouTube back.
Hooray! And the watch together.
There it is. Yay. Okay, everything should be back. Ah! Thank you guys for your patience. Sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened. Some things were working and some weren't. I couldn't tell you outside of that. But welcome to Smudcast 394, Part 3. We should talk about the devil from Renegade Cut. This is a video that came out in April this year. Has about 200,000 views. And he turned off comments for some reason. I don't know why. And that's about as far as we got into the discussion of why he would do that. And of course, you're going to have a gentleman and a scholar like Renegade Cut to talk about, I don't know, religious concepts or the religious right. He's the best guy I know to cover that kind of topic. So there we go.
Especially with a music video. Yay.
Oh, he has a music video? Oh, great. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Little
make-
Nas is it Little Nas, is it? That's
Yes.
So not sex, yes.
Yeah, he's a person.
Yes.
He's gay, by the way. Just so you didn't know. Like he's
Yeah.
he's black and he's gay.
Whoa. Is he bisexual?
What?
And
Renegade
trans?
Cut?
And trans?
No, not Renegade Cut. The singer.
Hopefully. Yeah, yes to all, yes.
Because we covered a black transsexual bisexual person the other day
What?
talking about the over sexualization of women in anime. And it was just the dumbest shit. I'm like, we get to stop watching this crap. It's so dumb.
Yes, another dumb SJW boobophobe.
Yeah, what is wrong with these? I thought they were supposed to admire women if they want to become them. It's like, no, they're doing it wrong.
Oh, that's why. See that. That's why I think this is another good sign that these people are not actually trans.
I don't know. It was the funniest shit. It was platitude after platitude of talking points and buzzwords. You're like, I can't take this guy seriously at all.
Yeah, it was just
Batman, the
it was
killing
just
joke is the most sexist thing ever in anime.
yeah, right. It was just talking about DC stuff all the time, and oh god, yeah, it was just the slogan manual of what social justice propaganda buzzword can I throw in here too, without any substance to anything, just buzzwords. And
Yeah.
what is a bit scary is that you can fill 10 to 20 minutes with social justice buzzword talking points at this point and not repeat yourself. That is a bit scary. Anyway, before the first stream was cut off, I asked whether Renegade Cut did a video on Islam before. Because that might be an interesting question on whether he treats the religions equally.
Well, I don't know about Renegade Cut. If he's a left-leaning fellow, he's probably not into God or any concept of religion and sees it all as a big bunch of crap.
He's into socialism. That's totally religious.
Well, yeah, that's true. But he doesn't think of it that way. He sees it as a calling in
of
life.
course not. He sees it as absolute truth and divine dogma, divine revelation that will bring us utopia,
Which is
heaven on earth.
Pretty much a religious concept anyway.
Yeah, but so is the march through history that the left believe, that the socialists believe in. which I think that was that a Hegelian concept, or someone before him. But it's essentially the God's plan without God. But it's the belief that humanity is always walking towards progress. And so anything that can be done to achieve progress must be done. So if we have something that looks like progress, we have to do it. We can't wait for it to come naturally. We have to push it because we need utopia now. And this is it's basically God's plan that we have to fulfill. That is socialism. But you have to dig really deep until you find these tidbits and start to understand what the left is actually thinking without being aware of it. Because when you ask your run-of-the-mill socialist, who won't have any clue and think, of course, that what he does is completely different from religion. It's all based in science, they think. And it's pseudoscience, just like a lot of the things the Catholic Church did. And a lot of the shit that the Nazis did was also pseudoscience. And the Nazis put off real science back in the day as Jewish science, and we can't have that. So they needed to make their own Aryan science, which then was just called bullshit.
So you Wisp, are you telling me that the Nazis knew about Minecraft?
Oh no!
Anyway.
I made that joke. Anyway, carry on.
Anyway, yeah. This is Friday, and it was Weeb Day on the LitDev stream. Here's Kyle Rocket for the $1 donation. Thank you, sir. Oh, you cannot be effing serious. First Weeb Day is ruined by woke crybabies. What did the woke do today in anime? I don't know.
What happened on Weeb Day?
Nothing. I was there. It was great. It was fun. I don't know. Maybe they were bitching about... the video that we watched on LitDev stream was just... a very bad female artist drawing their version of manga, and then a guy in the background bitching about women being not the focus of the narrative when they're side characters or something stupid like that.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
It's another Anita Sarkeesian argument where there's all these women in these stories, but they don't have character. They don't have development. It's like they're not supposed to. They're on the side.
What? There's thousands of anime that have female protagonists that have character.
They showed clips. They showed random clips of some animes I've actually watched, and they're mostly romance novels or romance stories because that's what these girls are supposed to be in. They're romance rom-coms or whatever you want to call them in anime. And they showed one from Nisekoi. I was like, oh, that's a fully fleshed out character you just flashed on the screen, and then boom, they just swapped to another one. So I don't know if these guys watch anime or just randomly put cute girls on the screen and bitch about them. I don't know.
I don't believe they watch any of the stuff they ramble about.
It's bizarre. I don't understand. Anyway, Weeb Day is not ruined. We're fine. Then I get mandatory overtime. Oh, now I got to listen about Mr. Give the Devil a Lap Dance and Dance in Prison over here. Oh, so I guess you're working now, and you got us to bitch and listen about Renegade Cut's amazing takes on, I guess, religion. I haven't watched the full video. I just saw the first video.
That sounds like a real good time listening to us. I mean, we're fucking awesome. I mean, there's no...
Yay, religion. Yay. It's such a great topic. Yeah, well, for Renegade Cut's probably going to be a joke, but oof, anyway, let's see how long this thing is.
How old is this video again?
April. April this year.
This year?
Yes.
It's fresh.
And he disabled comments, so I don't know why. We were speculating about why that was.
Because we don't want to have arguments, that's why.
Well, religious arguments aren't the best, so I could understand. Yeah. I can understand the problem, but I wouldn't not have them. Like, just allow it to.
To be honest with you, I think Renegade Cut's knowledge of religion is he thinks that Jesus Christ had a fight with a big rabbit and was beaten with a cross.
Did he not?
That's about it. Oh, sorry, that was the Mexican Bible. Yeah, I can understand why you get confused.
It's a Jesus.
There you go.
Jesus Cristo. That's what they call him in the Bible.
Cristoval, yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, it's 15 minutes and a half, I believe. So I'm imagining the last minute and a bit is just him thanking all his sponsors and kinds of.
Actually, yeah, that's actually a question, Eric. You know, since Mexico is just filled with drug cartels and bandits, why do Mexicans like always mention like the Virgin Mary? They've never seen a virgin before.
Oh.
I don't know. I've never asked my dad that question, so I don't think I can respond appropriately.
Oh, right. And I just thought I'd ask. For such a backwards, criminal-orientated country, it just seems strange that the Virgin Mary is so important.
Yeah, I don't know. Women,
No, I just thought I'd ask. Anyway, Renegade Cut.
Alrighty. So, as I said, 15 minutes and a half, or was it 13? 15 minutes and a half. This will take some time, depending on how nuts
This is a family stream. You might want to cover your eyes for what you're about to see,
Really?
just in case. Well, I just watched this music video, and it's pretty out there.
Oh, I thought you meant like you got to see a Renegade Cut's face or something. That we'd have to cover our eyes.
Oh, at that point, just load
Stop
your
it.
gun.
He's just scary.
Well, the video isn't age restricted, so it doesn't contain too much of that.
Of
thing.
course,
Ah,
YouTube's not going to age restrict this.
Yeah, it's not age restricted, so obviously it's just Renegade Cut's voice. If it did show his face, it would definitely be on the 18. Come on.
All right. Well, let's get through some super chats. We'll get started here. Here is a Flo Moose or Flo Muzz. Flo Muzz. Finally, I see you guys live, or like I say, a wisp a day keeps the doctor away. Hope so. Those pesky docs with their needles. My God, what are you saying, sir?
He's invoking the grammar Nazis to visit him.
I am already confused as to what you were trying to say, but I think you like Wisp. I'm going with that. Okay, great. Crumb, not Mr. Crumb, but definitely a Mexican with upside down something on his head. Thank you, Crumb, for the $9.99, which is interestingly enough because I think YouTube takes 30%, was it 30% or 33%? Okay, it's around there. Anyway. 30? Okay, so it's not quite $3.33, but it's close enough. Anyway, for Wisp, hey, he did talk about Islam in a Dune video. Oh, jeez. But he went on a long pussy boy rant about how he'll ban comments critical of Islam.
Oh,
are you joking?
Damn hypocritical, predictable, hypocritical cunthead. And while the stream was having problems and we didn't notice, Smut asked what the connection between socialists and Islam is, because it seems like they have no real standards or principles, because one religion doing a thing is good, one religion doing the same thing is bad. And that is surprisingly simple, because the socialists believe they can use they can use Islam for their own purposes to bolster their votes by getting more Muslims in that then will vote for them, and so that they can gain power and install socialism. While at the same time, the Muslims think, oh, look at these stupid socialists. They help us get more of our people in, and when we have enough of our people in, then we will just take power. Haha. And the socialists don't see that. They think they are the ones in control. They are not the ones in control. They're playing with fire that will be a problem to us all. And which we can see in Afghanistan play out right now very, very well. And there is also such a thing as Islamic socialism. That's a thing. It's another reason why socialists tend to like Islam. And then, if you're familiar with Majid Nawaz, he currently has a radio show in the UK, I think, or is one of the hosts there. He grew up in Egypt and was an Islamist. And I don't know if that was the Taliban or something else there. It currently escapes me. But the Islamist group of Al-Qaeda, I don't remember. The equivalent thing in Egypt. And so they taught him everything, how this Islamism thing operates and how it takes over places. And they taught him. What I forgot to mention, he got out of that eventually, and that's why he's now openly talking about what Islam is actually doing, or Islamism, if you want to make the distinction. And he said, well, they taught him that, yeah, the Islamists are using the socialists, their gullibility, to get into Europe. Period. They're just abusing the stupidity and gullibility and naivety of the left in the West. That's the whole trick.
They are gullible and stupid. That is true.
Yeah, and that's it. That's the connection. And the left protects Islam because they think they can use it to gain power, when in reality Islam is using them to get power. We are dealing with stupid here. We are being destroyed by stupid, and the gullible idiots, the useful idiots who vote for them.
Okay.
Hooray.
Good stuff. That's an odd connection between the two, but thanks anyway. I'm sure some of us got that, but okay.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Anyway, here's Alex Halo, because of course Alex is going to talk about what he loves talking about, which is anything anime.
Islam and anime.
Islam and anime, yeah. I follow the religion
I thought he was going to talk about Renegade Cut and the Devil.
Well, we'll get there soon. I follow the religion of Neptune from Neptunia. I don't know what that religion is. I just know she powers up and she turns all serious, and I don't know.
It's all about vanilla pudding.
Yeah, the religion of vanilla pudding.
Yeah.
You know, I actually understand that religion, so I can get behind it. But yeah, pudding is a big deal.
Never had vanilla pudding.
You've never had pudding or vanilla pudding?
Vanilla pudding.
Well, pudding in general.
Yeah, vanilla pudding.
You never had vanilla pudding?
No. Not
Wow.
Well, listen, I guess it's difficult having vanilla pudding when your entire country's economy is based on fat Mexican bandits with sombreros.
Okay.
Where would you get vanilla from?
We eat tortilla chips.
Well, there would be one source, but I don't think it would be ethical.
I'm quite sure vanilla comes from Mexico. There's plenty of plantations down there.
Yeah, but that would require like an infrastructure. But all of them are like dirty Mexicans, and they're like gringo, you come to my country, arriba.
Yeah, we can't afford that.
Oh, but Hawk, places seem to get much better when the populace arms up to military levels and kicks out the cartels themselves, and then the economy starts to work again.
No.
Which is a very strong argument for the Second Amendment.
No. With Mexico, it's just, let's just put it, so Mexico's put its trust in a very fast mouse. That country's going nowhere.
Anyway, let's get started in the video. It's, again, 50 minutes and a half. We'll take some long time. So, here we go.
The format never changes. Man.
That was a weird intro, wasn't it? That looked a little different for some reason. I don't know why.
Because it's red. It's supposed to be the devil, right?
Well,
bisexual lighting is all I see.
Bisexual red, yeah.
Here's Francis Board Copley. Hey, Francis, how you doing? Oh boy, I can't wait for Renegade Cut to regurgitate every point from the atheist era of YouTube response videos. Oh, that was like the years after.
6 months ago.
Yeah, the good times.
That was like
when things were simple.
That was like a decade ago. Anyway, let's hope not. Anyway,
when things were simple and even smooth brains like Hugo and Jay could make a good take on religion.
Okay.
26th, Nas X released a new single ahead of his upcoming album. The track, entitled Montero, Call Me By Your Name, is autobiographical. Montero is Little Nas X's given name, and the lyrics...
Does anyone have any idea who this guy is?
No. This looks like a... No,
it's just a black gay rapper.
Black gay,
okay.
Yeah. Fine,
with
whatever.
some psychedelic rendering.
I only know him from this video and the controversy, quotation marks around it. Other than that...
Oh, you guys never heard of
the controversy?
Panini?
What?
Oh, so the controversy, I think, from this specific video is that, you know, he's kissing guys. He's also strip dancing provocatively.
Yeah.
So, in what context?
Because he's giving the devil a lap dance.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah. This is what I mean. He's crazy. He just goes
Isn't
out.
That's just the normal art thingy.
Well, I don't know. Like, all I can see from this visual is that, like, the Linkin Park in the end video can run for its money because now it has like new contender. God damn it!
All right, let's watch
What the
this
fuck am I looking at?
wonderful CGI of the parable of
CGI. Yeah, he goes crazy, and like he even made a song called Panini. Basically, he raps
the
about
food,
a
right?
sandwich. Yeah, the food.
Yeah,
And it's like a sci-fi music video, robots and
Okay.
lasers and whatnot.
Is it like Weird Al's
Sounds pretty
lasagna
good.
song? That'd be awesome.
Even
That
Gordon
reminds-
Ramsay. There was a
The
video
what-
of Gordon Ramsay and him making a panini or something about it.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even
I
joking.
remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, you remember?
Yes, I remember. Like, cause at that time I had like no fucking clue who this guy is, and I was like, Gordon Ramsay is just like serving like any fucking guy that just bumps into his kitchen now. Like,
Yep.
is he like going downhill or something?
I don't know. He's kind of the meme at this point.
Maybe he ran out of
At least
people
with
to
the
scream at.
younger
It ran out of beef Wellingtons.
The animal we made this from is dead now. Is extinct.
okay, that's fine. Let's go.
Focus on his sexuality, his struggles with coming out at an early age, as well as a celebration of who he is, devoid of
the-
any shame. The opening
Disgusting.
lyrics,
Yep.
for example, are based on a real interaction he had with another young man, and the parenthetical in the title is a reference to the coming-of-age gay romance novel Call Me By Your Name. Such an
Yeah,
explicit song
yeah,
all
okay
right
then.
What age?
would provoke the anti-LGBT religious right, but the music video has caused the most consternation.
I have no idea what this guy is or what he. I just never heard of him.
This is just a crazy
Oh.
artist. Do you remember
my
the hair metal guys and other rock musicians and pop musicians from
Yeah.
the 80s?
Yep.
Half of them were gay
And
and
from the
weird
lyrics
hair
of
and
this
made
song,
weird
he's
music videos.
He's just talking about how he wants to have sex with this guy. That's it.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yeah,
I think.
I
I don't know.
like
I
how
mean,
wish,
I
I like
don't-
how wish like the people in like the hair metal were gay. In the 80s, everyone was gay. Everything was gay in the 80s. And did
Pretty
you see the
much.
fashion? There's no way blokes wore those collars.
it's more like the 80s were the original metrosexual style, but good.
Yeah, but
It's-
I think because he's becoming more apparent about because he wears pink, he starts to.
Eric, have you
People
never seen? Have you never seen Boy George?
colors. Because
You
it
never
never
seen Boy
matters
George?
what color
Yeah.
of clothes, even how neon and biting the colors and contrasting they are. When black people
But I'm
wear
s-
them, it just looks good. I don't know how that is when a white person wears that
Because
stuff.
he-
It
I
looks
don't
like
know,
a clown. When black people wear this stuff, it just looks good, and I don't know why.
I think.
Yeah, but
actually-
he tries to make a reason for it. That's what I'm saying. Like if you go to his Twitter, it's insane.
I don't want to
but
go to his
that's fine.
Twitter.
Yeah, but the thing is, Eric, everything that he's doing, people have done before.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I'll
No, I
be
understand
brutally
that.
honest. Yeah, and that's the point that I think we're trying to make. It's like they're doing all this to anger the right wing religious people. And it's like, people have done that for years.
Are you sure he's doing
Yeah.
that deliberately to mock the religious right, or do you think he's just trying to enjoy himself in
I
his
think-
hedonistic
I think
He's trying
fashion?
to enjoy himself.
Yeah, I think to be
But
brutally honest, he's just as an artist, he's just being nuts. Like most musicians.
Yeah,
are just
he has to
fucking
be-
nuts anyway.
Yeah, yes, he has to be free in his mind. He's very expression thingy
Expression.
adjective
Okay.
expressionistic.
Yeah.
And puts creative stuff together. Okay, yeah, and it may not all look aesthetically pleasing to everyone else, but there's certainly what the frames I've seen here. That is all the gay aesthetic, and I find it
Don't
repulsive
get-
because I don't like that aesthetic. But I do understand there are people who like that for some reason.
I've watched, like, growing up, like I've seen some really weird fucking music videos. I watched Robbie Williams strip himself off and then strip off his own skin and then muscles to rock DJ, right? And it's a bit like, oh, this guy's giving a lap dance to the devil. I'm like, okay, so he's fucking like.
That sounds like. I'm sorry. When you say you're making a music video and you're giving a lap dance to the devil, that sounds like the most generic stuff ever.
Yeah, that's I watched the devil have gay sex with Saddam Hussein in the South Park movie 20 years ago. Oh no, some black rappers.
But to these people, they find it like profound. They always go. That's this weird thing. They cannot separate the art from reality.
Yeah, and exactly. This just gets attention because it's pop music. In metal, you have and goth, you have video music videos like this all the damn time.
What's that? What was it?
This is a really good one by 2 Times Terror that goes in that direction.
What's that band called?
Listen to 2 Times Terror, good band. Go watch. Is it what are they called? Had a good beer with the guy.
Who's that like rock band that are dressed up as those horrible like monsters?
Kiss?
No. I mean, like
the Beatles.
It begins with like a G.
Jihad.
Yeah, them. Yeah, it's like you watch those and then you see like people like this. I'm like, okay, then, like, all right.
Oh God, am I glad I was waiting for the next band at the stage next door while GWAR was playing, because I was in one of the first lines. And had I been, if you know GWAR concerts, if you are in the first 5 to 10 lines, you will not get out of there without having been sprayed with blood, piss, and cum.
Okay, anyway, here's Francis Bordicola with the donation. Little Nas X makes music for affluent urban white people to pretend to be into rap. Nas X got into some trouble because he made his Satan shoes with Nike shoes without Nike's permission, and he pretended the backlash was because he was gay. Did he just buy Nike shoes and chop them up? And
I forgot about that. Yeah,
he put blood into the shoes.
Wow, that's great.
So creative. Could be a second semester art student.
Yeah,
wow.
But the thing is, it's one of those things where it's like I'm just trying to explain. It's like, oh, he's doing this. Yeah, I've seen worse. And I
remember Nike had to backtrack that hard. Gotta love it. Clown world.
All right, one more donation from Down with the Syndrome. Thank you. Christian groups shouldn't try to turn people away from Satan by talking about suffering in hell. They should try to do it by showing them Lil Nas X music videos and say, this shit is cringe. You guys really want to be like this ticking putz.
Yeah. Or imagine hell not as this stupid torture crap with pitchforks. No, imagine it like doing your taxes forever.
Well,
I mean, I don't mind. I like that.
Imagine hell as just.
Yeah, you will get some other thing.
Hell, I just imagine is like sitting at like a TED talk with Anita Sarkeesian. That's what I think hell is.
Imagine hell if you were like a toilet for the rest of your life.
Toilets are great. They were awesome.
Okay.
No, you are the toilet.
There you go.
And I love doing my taxes because it takes me about 10-20 minutes nowadays because I have
but Eric, the problem is even that is some people will enjoy that, so you have to punish them in a different way. Especially the people who go to hell would enjoy that.
I know. You're right. Oh God.
You know. And this is the thing. So look, if I ever get to should this whole hell stuff exist, and I have to get there, I will apply for a job. Because there is a lot of bureaucracy down there. A lot of I'm sure a lot of stuff can be streamlined, and they need some creativity and how to. I mean, it's basically a soul reformation, rehabilitation program down there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need the creative punishments for. You can't give people things that are really horrible, but they enjoy them. It doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work.
All right. Let's see where he's going.
Let's back to
The
Vertis
album
Joe.
features Little Nas X dancing provocatively for the devil to distract him long enough to put an end to him. The outrage was predictable.
That's
as ritualistic as
positive.
church. Defenders of the music video and of the young musician have already pointed out that much of the outrage, whether explicitly stated or not, comes from a place of homophobia. Ironically, the topic of the song
What?
itself. Those who believe he
How
had...
how does he know that?
What? Who's homophobic now?
Yeah.
He?
How
What,
do you
he's
come to that
homophobic? I don't know.
conclusion?
No,
I'm lost.
People would complain about the music video are homophobic, according to him.
No, that's stupid.
But basically, the rap community is homophobic. Okay.
I guess.
Yes.
Who watches this stuff?
I don't know,
A lot
but
of
did
people.
you ever notice that most of these pop music videos are all about sex? This is just the gay version of that.
Yes.
The gay
That's all. That's all the
supernatural version.
difference. That's all the difference.
Well, that's
You
that's
can
why
make the same.
that's-
You can make the same bloody video with a woman as the protagonist. Story
Well,
will
they
be the
did.
same.
It's called WAP for some reason, and people
Yeah.
complain about that. Oh, but you hate feminism and all this other stuff.
Yeah, the most feminist video, of course.
Didn't this guy dress up
Thinks
as
about being
Gilgamesh
fucked all
from
the
Fate's
time.
Day Night?
Was that the guy?
Yes, I
Oh,
think
wow.
so. Because
See?
he had like the gold armor. And
He had a few
that shit.
outfits.
Yeah.
He had like this weird with a cape I saw, which looked like
Yeah.
Saber in one of her Arturia Pendragon looks. And another one wasn't Saber. It was another knight though. Can't remember. But yeah, he had a few outfits. So yeah, good for him. It looks awesome. But he obviously likes performing. So good stuff.
Mhm.
I have no idea about any of his music though, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
as offended have misunderstood the power dynamics. Little Nas
The power dynamics
What?
of making a music video?
I don't know.
Paradigms
Inside
of,
the
of
inside the
gyrating
video.
No, it's the paradigms of gyrating on the devil's crotch. It's quite simple, but honestly.
Here's
The devil's crotch represents white imperialism, right?
oh no.
This pisses me off so much about socialists. Everything is about power. They can't think about anything but power.
Sure it wasn't
Sex and power.
red imperialism or whatever the hell you call a devil with that shade of red in
It's small.
that red?
It's either the devil's crotch is either white imperialism or the Jews. So it's one or the other. So you've got to
Oh,
choose.
it's not Trump.
I thought
Isn't
it
he a
was like,
devil of color?
like some sort
He's
of
red, so
bad,
he's a devil of color.
some bad real
Is he gay
estate
for Trump?
that you'd sign yourself
No.
up with the devil because the
No, the
banks.
devil is Republican.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Fine.
And obviously, so if the devil's Republican, then obviously the Jews must be the crotch because the Jews are obviously,
The bankers.
the main weapon.
They're a bunch of dicks,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What's the power dynamic of hell? I don't know. What the fuck? Anyway.
Well,
No, we should
paradigm-
ask
paradigm
Dante.
of-
I like the version
really
of
want-
hell where Lucifer doesn't give a shit and doesn't want to be ruler of hell and just do his own thing.
Ghost Rider.
The thing that I find funny is I really do want to know what a socialist thinks that obviously the paradigm of hell is, because they literally want to create hell on earth. So
No, they want to create utopia, and you see it reflected in California.
Bodies head up.
yeah, so hell on earth anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
full of shit.
It
Here's
was a pretty good game.
here's
Yeah.
Tyler Preston for the 5. Thank you. I just noticed something. What is with gay black men with pink hair? First Veritas Joe, and now this random a-hole. Veritas Joe is gay?
Who?
Yes.
Is that a
Yeah.
question?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to these things.
I think he said it in his bio or something.
He had like a video about like Pride is forever.
Hold on.
or whatever.
Hold on. You're telling me that British Joe actually said something other than the N word?
Yes.
That's
Besides
crazy.
the N-word,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, narcissist, yes.
Neptunia. narcolepsy. I don't know.
Said it out loud that I'm a gay African American.
Oh, really? You didn't use the N-word?
Well, he did, but like,
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't care.
You give the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, good for him. Let's go.
Sex's video an attack but a defense against persecution by the church and other religious authorities. The video
Wait, what is he talking about? What the...
The religious authorities,
Let's try this one more
like
time.
him.
misunderstood the power dynamics.
Islam?
Little Nas X's video is not an attack but a defense against persecution by the church and other religious authorities.
How?
How is it
he
a
kills
defense?
the devil?
How is...
I would be in trouble in 21st century America about having
can't
like
really-
opposing views to the Christian
I
church.
forgot about the gay Inquisition that was
Yes.
stalking the streets of Chicago, attacking gay people with subways. Oh wait, they were black people. Oh wait, that was a hoax.
You mean
Anyway.
the company?
Mhm.
I gotta hear this one more time. What the hell did he say?
This video is
Okay.
not an attack but a defense against persecution by the church and other religious authorities. The video may have caused offense, but the video itself is self-defense. The outrage is another instance of a long history of concern.
What? Oh, what the hell is he talking about? The videos is as a self-defense against the attack of the church or by the church to persecute what?
The gays.
Yeah,
How does the church even know this video and why do they care?
Because of biblical references, I don't know.
With some like 60-year-old
Dude,
You get biblical references in almost
so
every rap song.
I have absolutely no clue about this whole alleged controversy. Has any religious blah de blah complained about this?
if they have,
Really?
I mean, there's a thing called
Yeah.
the internet. It's
doesn't.
been
The only
around
thing
for a
I've
while.
ever-
Go
yeah,
ahead.
but what have they complained? What are the actual complaints?
Yeah, I don't know.
The-
I think
The only complaint I've heard was just, the real manly men are just
No, not what
Why
you
is it
think.
Asian?
Not what you think. What something?
No, it's what I
something
hear,
actual
though.
thing.
okay. Yeah.
because my brother actually follows this crap. I don't know why.
Because your parents obviously didn't hit him hard enough when he was a child.
Yeah, but what would be the worst thing? Like some random bishop from some diocese in Europe sees this thing on the internet and goes, "Oh, that's against God's whatever," and you're like, "Who
Hold
are
on,
you?"
here's a quote by a cardinal. Damn, that nigger can't sing. He embarrassing us all. Get off the stage. That's that's the only complaint I can find. So,
Oh no, you
Like
said
there is this thing called the internet,
no,
right?
by Cardinal Big Snigger or something like
Okay,
that.
but
That's what
the thing is,
it's called.
we've had this multimedia thing for the past 20, 30 years, whatever. If you want to get
Yeah.
excited over something, no one cares. No one's gonna go like, "Yeah, whatever, buddy." You're so relevant.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So this was done in April. I've heard nothing since that time about this artist and also this song. It was such a non-controversy. But they
everyone praises it, but you're not
Do
allowed
they?
to criticize it.
Just like you're not allowed to criticize Islam for being the most homophobic religion on the planet
Yes,
right now.
That's all.
This song,
It's a
I'm gonna be
thing where
honest with you.
it's
This song is dead completely. I have not heard this song since the controversy anywhere.
Yeah.
I
I would-
still
I would
remember
guess-
Gangnam Style.
I don't even know how
can't
Renegade
remember
Cut
this.
has heard of this.
Yeah, my guess would be that any controversy about this is artificial.
Yeah.
It's induced, it's propped up, so that people will know about this, listen to it, maybe buy the crap. This is nothing but a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
All right, here's some donations. One's from Dollar and Smudboy's G-String. Okay. Here's what Renegade Cut
Oh,
means.
wait.
If you play the music video when someone is breaking into your house, the intruder will die of cringe and it'll be ruled a self-defense killing. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
I highly doubt a person of this day and age is trying to attack or trying to be self-defensive of the persecution of gays in general by the church. This is a weird thing to be making music about.
The Western churches definitely not. Orthodox? I don't know. I don't know enough about them.
they
No,
even use-
they seem very.
No,
This is how you know
perfect.
Renegade Cut is full of crap. He's just trying to
The
propagate.
the church is one of the best places to find a faggot. It's like it's crawling with them. Faggots,
Is there?
pedophiles. It's like the proto Pride Parade. The Catholic Church is the proto Pride Parade with like pedophiles, rapists, ex-convicts.
Are they still?
If you open fire in like a Catholic congregation, you just 100% hits like Britain House. You just be hitting them.
No, it's all pure, right?
Is
Pure
the left still
degeneracy.
ranting about these 20 idiots from the Westboro Baptist Church, which seem to be the
Probably.
only ones with the good hits facts signs?
Yeah,
And look it up. It's really just 2,000 people.
They're always complaining though.
the
Like
left-
if they actually give a shit about this, they're always complaining about rap because it's the devil's music or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's one of those things where,
Same thing happened with
think-
rock and roll too.
yeah, but
Or
it's
heavy
one of those
metal.
things where I do think that the left only thinks that all Christians are the Westboro Baptist Church. They think that's all of Christianity because they're fucking retards. So
Yeah, apparently you're a Mormon if you didn't like WAP.
yeah, ridiculous.
All right, here's one from Punished Bearserker. Hey, Bears, how you doing? I want to
Hey.
persecute Renegade Cut upside the head with a bat in Minecraft. Now, the question is that a gold or diamond bat? What kind?
Or is it emerald?
Ooh, emerald
Gosh,
bats? You can make emerald bats? Ooh.
You're gonna colonize.
But first, Bears has to make the transatlantic slave trade before he can make stuff.
Right, he has to get the resources, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just to reply to fuck generic shooters in the chat, no one in modern Christianity takes Leviticus seriously, or you rather don't take that individual seriously. Leviticus is the part of the Bible that interprets the Ten Commandments as children should respect their parents, as if children disrespect their parents, draw them before the city gates and gather all the people and let the parents stone them. That's Leviticus. So nobody does that shit anymore. And however, the contrast to Islam is that Islam still does all the horrible shit. Islam still throws people off roofs, still beheads people, still genital mutilates them, men and women, not just the women, men too. They have very crude rituals. Like there's an oh god, I forgot which country it is. Tilde made a great video. You should eat anything before when you watch it, where he describes the various genital mutilation practices, one of which is a marriage ritual where the man has to stand on the roof towards the sunrise, extending his ceremonial dagger while wearing the stupid marriage gown, and the priest is then cutting off his foreskin down to the base, and he must not flinch or he will bring shame upon the family and the marriage is called off.
Why would you get married? It's painless getting married, and then you've got to cut your foreskin
Where
off.
did you get
No.
this story?
No wonder
How
there are
would
so
you-
many single Arab guys.
That shit is still
Whoa.
practiced today.
Wow, no.
Now I can see
mean,
why they are running away.
Yeah, that's stupid.
This
Wow,
makes
no,
sense,
now I know.
man.
Now I know why they'd risk floating on a dinghy.
I still
the
don't give a
English
fuck
channel.
about them though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. But ooh,
Anyway, I'm still
I'm
lost
just I'm like
on how this is
trying to get
defense.
comfortable.
Is it some defense against the persecution by the church?
Hey, listen. If I'd be trying to get some defense if I had to cut my foreskin off. Yeah, I'd be grinding against the devil.
By singing songs and dancing around on a pole. Oh, okay.
Singing songs
Yeah,
and
that's
being gay.
that's the whole reason the Christian entry into the religion is all softy rituals, because in the beginning they still had the foreskin removal as the sacrifice in order to become, but more and more we're asking, that's this kind of we want to be Christians, we really like the message, but can we skip the foreskin stuff? That's really nasty. And that's why Christianity dropped that, because they could get more followers by dropping the foreskin sacrifice. It's just a PR thing.
Just leave genitals alone. You'll win most.
What's foreskin?
What?
Oh, poor you.
Anyway,
It's the
What?
stuff good for your
Let's-
immune system.
let's keep going.
No,
about
let's
the
talk more about
threat
foreskin.
of the devil. A moral panic that ebbs and flows throughout history, with notable examples in the United States. Everything from the Satanic Panic and Halloween scares of the 1980s, to more recent conspiracy theories about Hollywood actors harvesting adrenochrome to perform devil-worshipping rituals. Obviously, this is all ridiculous, and even a modest amount of research has shown that. However, what those who debunk this nonsense and
Well, we do know Hollywood is a pedophile ring. Very organized one. Getting one step further, if you are already so black-pilled, yeah, people can believe the more outrageous stuff then, yes. However, there's also a very nice strategy in manipulation, that you just claim something more extreme than is really true about someone or yourself, but you put that out there, and then dismiss that because it's obviously untrue, and thereby look better to the people, because obviously somebody lied about you, about what the things you're doing that are way too atrocious, and so they will more likely also dismiss the actual stuff you do, like the pedophile ring in New York, New York probably too, but in Hollywood. That's an easy example with this. If you would have claimed in World War II that Hitler eats babies for breakfast, and literally meant that, and tried to put out a dossier where that proves that, do you think when it would have come out that was not true, do you think it would have made Hitler look worse or better about other stuff that were alleged to the Nazis, like the death camps? Because if you dismiss the one outrageous claim, people can argue then, well, maybe the other outrageous claim, like the death camps and the Holocaust, is also just made up. So you shouldn't lie about the monsters, because you only help them when you lie about them. Just speak the truth and only the truth. This is also how you make the defenders of the atrocious people more emboldened, because they will say everything bad you say about the leader figure I like must be wrong, because you make up bullshit about my leader figure all the time. And the left should maybe think about that when they keep making up shit about Trump. The man has flaws, no question. But when you make up absolutely ridiculous shit, and it comes out that it is absolutely ridiculous shit, while you brush the shit about your own happy leader, glorious leader figure under the rug, then that just emboldens the people who are on Trump's side. Because why should they believe anything you say? You keep lying. So why take any... If there is any serious critique within your lies, people won't hear it anymore. And you can bring people only really down with substantial critique. Sorry for the rant.
Okay. We're at 2 minutes. Let's keep going.
and Lil Nas X often fail to do is acknowledge that the central figure related to this panic, a fallen angel who sits on the throne of hell, is simply not real.
That would not have snapped his neck. I'm just saying.
What? That for one second, why would the sneak up have worked?
Yeah. Anyway,
Is there a story in the video that explains that?
I just like the idea of it's just that this thing does not exist, so it's wrong. Everything. It's like, right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gay, so
Or
I have the
you-
opportunity to kill the devil. It's like, that's cool. Thanks. You're awesome. Great dream.
I think most Christians have that opportunity because most of them probably won't go to heaven. And there's this weird.
No one's going to heaven. It's such a. Even Ned Flanders ain't going to fucking heaven. It's such a.
Because he's Satan.
Yeah, but it's such a stringent like.
No, South Park taught us that only the Mormons get up into heaven.
Even they aren't going to get to heaven. No one gets to heaven. Everyone goes to hell. That's why I'm just enjoying the ride.
Yeah, well, there's these weird congregations that think if they just pray hard enough, that whatever they do, they get into heaven anyway.
There's these
all right.
They will tell you that while they commit a crime.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Very disgusting.
Let's go.
Statement of skepticism of the supernatural. Rather, it is a statement rooted in Christianity. The devil, as depicted in the music video and in popular culture, does not exist in the Holy Bible. The idea that an adversary collects the souls of mankind and reigns over the damned is a fairly recent invention, and contradicts what is actually written in Scripture. The devil is a kind of Christian fan fiction that bears little resemblance to how the character was depicted in the New Testament, and no resemblance whatsoever to how the character was originally depicted in the Tanakh. The Tanakh, or Hebrew Bible, is the canonical collections of Hebrew scriptures, including the Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim. Christians know the Tanakh as the Old Testament of their...
Okay, just to pause here. Yes, the devil is in Genesis. Just so you know. Okay. I don't know where he's.
Yeah, but I guess like it was just a retcon by fanfiction writers.
This is
like,
the
devil
first.
that like.
This is the first book of the Bible, the Old Testament.
I just feel that Renegade Cut flipped through the Bible. I went, I found something.
Cherry
Like,
picking.
I must search for the word the devil, and if I can't find it, that means it's not here.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Renegade Cut, you need to be very careful because Islam is built on all this stuff, and if you contradict that, you're criticizing Islam for being wrong about the devil or something. So be careful. Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
You allow no critique of Islam, so you should be careful that you don't accidentally critique Islam.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why he turned off the comments. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably because he knew how biased and wrong he was, and he just, I can't.
You know something? I know automatically that I'm going to be wrong. Better turn those comments off.
No, I think he let them go, and then, wait, I gotta stop that.
Oh boy, here I go being wrong again.
When religious people fight each other, it's just going to be a shit show. That's why when socialists try to act as pose as atheists and critique religion, it just looks bad.
Okay, let's go.
You'd think that socialists and religious groups would get along because they all believe a silly little book made by a man who didn't, people who didn't know what they're on about, that promises everything in the Holy Land, and they've got different sects and they just fight against each other. The Communist Manifesto is just like the Socialist Bible. It's got the Old Testament by Marx, the New Testament by Stalin.
I don't know. Is there a rainbow in the Communist Manifesto?
Well, sometimes people's blood got a little bit muddy and stuff, so you go red, bloody red.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
That's
dark
good
red
enough,
to
right?
like watery red. It's just this gradation of
Yeah,
red color.
Well, that's manly, right?
All the
That's
shades
manly
of
color.
red.
All the shades of red.
All
Color
right.
of man, yes.
Anyway,
Their Holy Bible. The division of these books contained within are not necessarily in the precise chronological order in which scholars believed them to be written. Nevertheless, contextual and historical clues suggest there is a strong possibility that the first written record of what would eventually be considered the devil is found in the Book of Job, and the second written record is found in the book.
Sorry, the video keeps lagging, but I was wondering where he got this footage from. This is very. Does anybody know where this footage is from?
Probably stock footage with actors in it. There are several websites where you can get these.
Okay, sorry, I just had to read.
Well, to be honest with you, it just looks like any like video you'd watch in like a religious education's lesson in the UK.
Maybe he has his old videotapes and just put them on.
Or he just did what I assume he did was creepily sneak into his old school and take videotapes. As well
in
as
Northern
like
South Korea,
as well as like 5 kids.
Yeah. Well, no, I was going to say he's going to sneak into the girls' changing rooms and like just sniff them everywhere, but you know.
Anyway,
but I realise it's Renegade Cut, so it's probably the boys' locker room.
There are multiple examples of the devil in the Old Testament and the New Testament, so I don't know why he's focusing on Job, but okay, fine. Let's do that.
This thing doesn't exist in the Bible.
I like that he's still avoiding naming Genesis, the fucking beginning of the book. Like every person knows about, but
anyway.
The thing that I find funny about it is that he's literally going, this version of the devil doesn't exist in this book, so religious people are stupid. And I'm like, your version of utopia doesn't exist in the Communist Manifesto, so you're just retarded. But, you know, so let's not start saying what's what in books, shall we?
I mean, a simple Google search will help you out all the instances where the devil is mentioned. So, shouldn't be that hard.
We don't got time for that, Smud. We gotta attack our enemies.
We'll just say it never happened.
We had to find better targets.
Yeah. With a little Nos X video.
God damn it, Smud. Stop looking for answers. Grind your crotch at the devil like a good socialist.
And then snap his neck.
And as he's distracted by the lap dance, just choke him or break his neck.
Anyway.
Zack Snyder's sucker punch.
Yeah. Okay.
Zechariah. In the Book of Job, however, the devil is not the devil. Although mistranslated and misrepresented in the Christian Bible, the Hebrew Bible does not name him Satan, but rather Ha-Satan. Ha translates to the definite article the, and
that is what Satan means. Satan is just the butchered English pronunciation. That's all. It's the same word with the same meaning.
He's not called Satan in it. Anyway, this word that actually has the word Satan in.
No, Hawk. He's called Ha-Satan. Okay, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, the Satan, pretty much.
No, it's Ha-Satan. Okay.
Oh, Super Satan.
But he's literally saying he's not called Satan. He's like Renegade's going, do you see Satan in there? It's like yes,
okay, but it's
no, it means
Satan.
No. The Ha means it's Super Satan Gen 4.
I just thought someone made a really good joke before introducing them. Anyway, this is Satan.
By the way, in Latin it's Satanas. So.
But you can't say Satan is not in this book when it's literally written there.
No, Satan.
I just can't believe his literal line was, it's nowhere in the book. Anyway, here's Satan in the fucking book.
Well, he's definitely not a fucking linguist.
Yeah, he's talking about some other Satan.
I'll tell you something.
Maybe the S is silent.
I don't think it's Renegade Cut, but it's definitely a word that begins with R for this guy.
Hatan, yeah.
Atard.
Fucking
yeah.
Retard cut or something.
No. There's no.
I think
retard
the related Arabic
like retard.
And I think the related Arabic name is Shaitan.
Shaitan.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
same thing.
This is really bad, guy. This is like really dumb.
Is
this another April Fool's?
This is like we did a video like this a few days ago. It was so stupid. Like, there's no point in continuing. This is the level we're dealing with now. The same It's not really Satan. Here's Hey Satan. It's like, what? Ha Satan? Yeah.
Here's Hey Satan. It's like, okay.
Okay, I just want.
What's this got to do with
working on Satan?
Yeah, what's this? So, okay. Sorry, he's not twerking on Satan. He's twerking on Satan. Fucking hell.
It's
Renegade Cut, do you know how pronunciation works?
Well, if
But
you're
it's the
talking
same
about,
word. It's the same fucking word.
it's like the category of describing a last name like le or di or da or whatever language you've got. It's of the people of whatever group they are.
Yeah.
It's the same idea.
Look, in German, we don't tend to use the word, but we have it, and it's Satan. So it's the same A sounds, it's just a softer S. Renegade Cut, you're an idiot. You don't know anything about language. Don't try to educate people about language. You don't know anything.
He used to teach English language in North and South Korea and Montenegro.
No.
Yeah, but
you pronounce it wrong.
Maybe he can teach
Everything.
low-level English, but he has no idea about other languages.
The thing is, though, I have to try it. You're pronouncing it wrong. It's not Northern South Korea. It's Northern South Korea. It's like almost like you're saying North Korea, and then you realize you're speaking to people, and you have to quickly change.
Okay, let's go.
Satan closely translates to accuser or adversary, or within the specific context of the Book of Job, prosecutor. Satan is not a proper name, but a title or descriptor.
Yes,
in the Book of
we
Job,
know
God
that.
meets with his heavenly court. Who they are varies depending on the book.
We know that Satan isn't just like you have Lucifer and you have the devil and you have Satan and you have all these other names for him. Yeah, everyone knows that. No one goes, Satan is his legal name. It's on his birth certificate or something.
There's multiple names.
It's after he transitioned.
It's like on his driving license. It just says Satan on it. It's like, no, we know, he's got different things. He's got different names. You're just being a fucking dick here.
Oh, it's not Joe Biden? Okay.
He could be, if he was referencing a various Judaic scholar that they argue these things a lot, like that would be great to see where he's getting this information, because I'm not sure it's, like we just hear it, like this sounds stupid, but he must be getting this from somewhere that's like, okay, where does this opinion of his come from? Why is he doing dumb shit like this? Well, no, you can't just come up with this and just out of the blue. Someone must have said something in an argument to say it's not really the Judeo-Christian version of Lucifer. It's something else. It's like, okay, but where does that come from? Where did you get that? Who said this? What's the argument? I want to know that, because as we hear it, it sounds crazy.
I assume that obviously in the hour that all the other inmates were given at the loony bin, they were talking to the Renegade Cut, and then when he got sent back to his cell, he thought of doing this video. So,
look, we don't know where Renegade Cut gets half his ideas and whatever video he wants to make.
That's true. Anyway.
Like, he thought black sitcoms were a warning to BLM and Waldorf. Remember that? There's a vertical hierarchy and whatever else he was talking about.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
No, a horizontal hierarchy, isn't it? Not a vertical hierarchy.
Oh yeah. Because you can't cut off all the heads, right?
It's a flat hierarchy. I was a bit like,
Yeah, and on the assumption that he will not bring this up because he doesn't know as much about about Christianity and the Catholic Church, etc., as much as he lets on. The Advocatus Diaboli is something based on this understanding of the devil, of Satan. And that is when the Advocatus Diaboli is invoked, or was, I think the last pope got rid of that, which was a very bad move in my eyes, for claiming, giving someone the status of holy. There has to be a hearing, a court hearing, and someone has to play the role of the devil, the advocatus diaboli, the advocate of the devil, who accuses the person that is supposed to to get the title of holy, of all the horrible things that person did, all the sins, all the whatever shit he did, and if it was just I don't know, forgetting to water the plants, and so that it is an actual conversation, discussion, debate, trial that can happen, because the devil apparently can't show up for the trial, so he needs his surrogate, and that role has then to be played. And an advocatus diaboli is something you should always have in your head as a version of healthy doubt, that if you have an idea of something that is totally awesome, there should be that little voice that asks, wait, what's the flaw here? And not to tear it completely apart, but to just check for errors, like what did you miss?
Okay,
that would be a healthy version of that.
Here is
Francis. So you need this element, because without the advocatus diaboli, you have no doubt, and you need a modicum of doubt in order to function.
Here is Francis Borkopel again. Thank you. Good God, yes, everyone knows Satan isn't his name. Everyone knows the story of how he became king. Read Prisoner of Hell. This is like Renegade pretending to be smart for pointing out Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. F Renegade to the moon and back. Well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to keep going anyway.
Yeah. In Psalm 82, they are called divine beings and gods. In 1 Kings, they are the heavenly host, but suffice it to say, they are beings who assist God in one way or another. Among them, introduced in the book of Job, is Hasatan, the aforementioned accuser, adversary, or prosecutor. In Job, God asks the prosecutor where he has been, and the prosecutor responds that he has been traveling the world. God wonders if the prosecutor has met Job, a man of great virtue as well as obedience and fear of God. The prosecutor suggests that Job is only so obedient and good because he has everything he needs, prompting an arrangement between them in which Job would lose everything as a test. We will come back to this, but next, the Book of Zechariah. The first 6 chapters of the Book of Zechariah are a series of visions, all of which are regarded as the combined symbolic history of Israel and vision of a better future. The accuser appears only briefly to be rebuked by God. In Hebrew, he is merely the accuser, the prosecutor, and one of God's divine beings. In the Hebrew Bible, the only time the proper name Satan is used is in 1 Chronicles. However, to the author and to the Jewish people, this was not meant to be that Satan. According to the Jewish Study Bible on the section, many scholars understand the Hebrew Satan to refer to the infamous heavenly being, but it is more likely that it here refers to a human adversary. Though some things are clear, such as the basics of translations, the motivations of the anonymous authors of the Hebrew Bible are challenging to determine, in even less confusing circumstances.
Is he trying to bring up arguments that a bunch of Jewish scholars have with interpreting the certain names based around?
Yeah.
Is that all he's doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually saying these books written thousands of years ago. I've not read, but I've read some scholars that I'm not going to quote and say anything, but they're going to say it's all silly, and it's like, okay, that's nice. Just
I'm sure has done a great deal of research, he's really not grifting over this topic.
That's why we're wrong about Little Nas X.
Honestly, I would like to have someone who speaks actual Hebrew and tell me whether Renegade Cut's pronunciation is correct, because I don't trust it.
Shalom.
Because there's a lot sh in Hebrew, and just like that. And the second thing is, I don't think Renegade Cut really went over a lot of popular media, including old popular media, because, as I like to bring it up, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe's Dr. Faust, or Faustus, or I don't know how you call it in English. In German, it's just Faust, which means fist, by the way. Dr. Faust is a scholar, and he tries to understand the world. So he also he tries to understand math and physics and chemistry. So he also dabbles in alchemy and the occult. And at some point, the devil visits him, and the devil in that story his name is Mephistopheles. And what he does is he does explain some things to Faust. However, he also tests him all the time, because that is what the devil, in our European understanding of the devil, always does. He tests you. He tests people. That's why he's you may also say temptation, but in Faust it is more like tests of wit and not just of passion.
So anyway, I just linked to a article in chat, and it almost mirrors exactly what he's saying, but he's omitting the fact that both the Jews and the Christians believe in Satan, and they're in the Talmud, the the Kabbalah, Hasidism, and did I say the Talmud already? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they all have their own interpretations, but they all believe in him. So that's why it's called Judeo-Christianism concepts. This is really just semantics at this point, what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Circumstances. Nevertheless, every reference to the devil in the Old Testament practically has an asterisk next to it.
No.
When Christians retranslated...
He jumped from Judeo-Christianism to just the Bible. He went from talking about Jews then talking about Catholics. I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. What are you doing? They're not the same
What
thing.
about the Coptics?
They're very similar. They're not the same thing. I don't know why he screwed this up.
You think he screwed it up?
Oh, big time.
I think he's doing exactly what he wanted to do.
He doesn't have a
Exactly.
single link to the research papers that he was referencing. That's really a good deal,
Exactly.
right?
No, he knows what he's doing. He wants to be disingenuous.
Grift,
Yeah.
grift.
Because he hates Christianity.
Yeah,
he
so-
hates religion because it stands in the way of the socialist utopia. Because everything does. Oh, yeah.
So he talked about the book of Zechariah. In that other account of the book of Job, Satan has a central role in the story as an angel in the divine court, which is referring to the whatever accusation of Job or whatever the thing was happening with Job. There's plenty of examples that show him as both an angel and not an angel, the same name. It's, yes, there's many instances. They all believe in what Satan and the devil represent. Good. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
like you just said then, it's what it represents. It's not who he is or what it is. It's what he what
Right.
the devil represents.
These are parables
It's his job.
that combine to form a mythos after you read them all. You say, oh, okay, they build up this image of this creature or this character. And it's like, yeah, we don't literally want the thing to exist or believe that. Some do. That's fine.
Well, because it's like with God. God is not the same in each version of the
Oh, God, yeah.
book.
You're right.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we get it. It's because it's different interpretations of something. Because these are stories that are written by hundreds of different people. So
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is just so dumb. Like, this is the shit I would just walk away from in university. But okay.
yeah, it's think of the Bible as like DC Comics, just Batman. How many different people have written Batman?
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting analogy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Wouldn't you start realizing that the Bible in the past was written by as many people as what write for DC Comics? You start to realize why there's differences and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right. Here's $9.99 from Crumb. Thank you, sir. You guys should watch Renegade Cut's video on They Live. He has an entire rant about how They Live is their movie and whines about how the right utilizes imagery from that movie. What is They Live?
Fucking asshole.
oh,
They
They
Live
Live.
is
You don't know,
They Live is a wonderful dystopian John Carpenter movie.
Oh.
You remember? You know the one where he's got the glasses that can see the aliens.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, what's the line? Oh, fuck, Mark. Do it. Do the line. Oh, is it? I've come here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Okay, the guy with the glasses, I remember it.
Yeah, so it's that one. But yeah, that's not a left-wing bit. I'm right.
Socialists always claim that all the dystopian critique of society is all against their enemies and does not criticize them at all. When it is all about them. Because this is the dystopia they build every single time.
All right. Well, we're 5 minutes and a half in. This is going nowhere fast, but I want to know what he's going with, where he's trying to go, at least with this.
We can skip ahead if he's really just rambling on.
Yeah, this is dumb.
The Hebrew as their Old Testament, the Hebrew word Satan was often capitalized and made Satan, even if it wasn't the Satan, God's servant.
Capitalized? What does that mean?
Any enemy. For example, Psalms 107 verses
God.
6
It
and
means
7.
in large, big letters.
But in Hebrew, Jehovah begins with an I. This is how I feel that he's going with this shit.
What is he saying? That Satan was made Satan by capitalizing the word. Like, it's the same letters, you fuckhead.
Let's just keep. I skipped a minute ahead. This is going to
What are you talking about?
And different purposes. Many books were written as the history of the Jewish people, some were written as instruction, and some were written to answer questions, often through etiological myths. An etiological myth provides supernatural answers to why things are the way they are in the absence of more grounded evidence. This is not confined to the Abrahamic faiths, of course. For example, the Greek myth of Persephone and Hades
Why does it look
is
like the Burger
etiological.
King?
It is meant to explain the seasons. Scholars debate what is and is not meant to be taken literally.
No.
But in both Judaism and
No. The Persephone story is not meant to explain the seasons. It is just an allegory. Things that are in order to explain mythology, that's different stuff. Like, a very direct example would be in Norse mythology, when there's thunder, that's Thor fighting the frost giants. That's very direct. The Persephone story, that happened once. But Thor's fight against the frost giants happens all the time until Ragnarok.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a difference.
Yeah, so we're talking about the etiology of myth. That is the explanation for stuff, whether it's diseases, whether it's natural occurrences like earthquakes, the weather.
It's almost like a society that didn't have modern technology needed to explain stuff.
They didn't have germ theory. They didn't have medicine. They didn't have all kinds of stuff.
It's almost they thought it was like gods and monsters and.
Yeah, that's primitive man. It's like, that's fine. That's great. We figured it out. Okay. Thank you, Renegade Cut.
I'm not gonna have a go at people who lived in mud huts 10,000 years ago for saying, bearded bloke in sky does stuff. It's like, okay, that's probably what they believe. That's fine. Had they had our technology, they'd probably think the same as us, but they didn't.
Right.
So, shit.
Anyway, let's keep going because I don't think this is going anywhere.
No.
It's not necessarily considered blasphemy to assume that certain stories are magical, not literal. The creation of the universe in Genesis is one such story that is not always taken literally, even by the faithful. The Book of Job is another such story that is not always considered to be historical. Instead, the Book of Job attempts to give an answer to a complicated question. If God is good, why do bad things happen? Why do bad things happen to good people? An answer to these questions is often called a theodicy, and the Book of Job is one of the earliest and most famous examples. If the Book of Job is, in fact, etiological and a theodicy, not...
Can I just say
No,
that crown?
you-
That crown looked terrible, by the way. Whoever
Yeah.
designed that just looked like cardboard. Just then, you could have done a lot better.
Anyway, the story of Eob is a bad choice to make this argument. And why do bad things happen to good people? Because the story of Eob is literally the story of God making someone's life miserable because of a bet. That does not explain everyone else's bad happenstances in life, or bad lives in general, because that would suggest that all of these were deliberately made shit by God instead of just letting play things out with the free will nonsense. So Eob is a very bad example of this. Let's go.
Historical account of Job, then it stands to reason that the prosecutor character was merely invented to set up the story, and that any further inclusion of
Maybe he should
Satan
get a new
in the
job.
Christian New Testament is only an extension of a character that was never meant to be taken literally. Satan most famously appears as a character in the New Testament in the temptation of Jesus Christ in the desert. 3 out of the 4 Gospels describe this temptation: Matthew, Mark, and Luke. The Gospel of Mark only references the event in passing, whereas the Gospels of Matthew and Luke describe it in some detail. Satan tempts Jesus to transform stones into bread, to throw himself to the ground and rely on divine power to rescue him, and finally, Jesus is tempted with the power to rule over kingdoms of the world. Jesus does not accept this offer, but also does not contradict Satan's ability to do this or his ownership of these kingdoms. But God has not granted the devil dominion over the world, which suggests that the offer was from God himself, and that God's prosecutor merely carried...
Wait a second. What the hell logic
Wait, hold on. Wait,
It's irrelevant
God
whether he can
has
actually
not-
deliver that or not.
Yeah,
wait,
but
hold on. God did not give Satan dominion over the world.
therefore,
Yeah, we know.
therefore, he's a messenger of God. Like, what?
But we know he's not got dominion over the world because he's not got dominion over what?
Yeah, let's try this one more time.
ownership of these kingdoms. But God has not granted the devil dominion over the world, which suggests that the offer was from God himself, and that God's prosecutor...
Yeah, so Renegade Cut thinks that because Satan doesn't have dominion over the world, he can't actually offer Jesus anything. But that is irrelevant. Because the question is, does Jesus take the offer or not?
Yeah, but he's trying to say that the devil or Satan is a servant of God because he doesn't have dominion over the world? How do you...
but everyone knows. But he doesn't. We've never said he had dominion over the world. He has dominion over hell.
Yeah, but what the hell does that have to do with anything? Satan controls the world, but if he doesn't, then he's really a servant of God. You're like, why?
But then again, you have to go down to the thing of like, yeah, but Renegade Cut, Satan's never had control of the world because that's something that's not
Well, let's try make it simpler. Satan has dominion over Starbucks, and he's like, "Hey Jesus, here's a coffee." But because he's not in charge of McDonald's, he's a servant of God. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm lost now. I'm sorry.
Well, just the logic doesn't make any sense. Satan doesn't have dominion over the world, and because God created Satan, therefore he's a servant of God. Like, then everyone's a servant of God. What is your point? Like, what is your connection between Satan and God? That makes sense in this scene.
And it's a hierarchy issue anyway with the whole creation thing. Depending on how you look at it. If you really take it literally, then everything is a part of God because he made everything, and there couldn't be any evil without him. That's the simplest take on it.
But that is there's no connection between the function and agency of the devil in relation to because God made everything. Like, that's just the answer to everything.
Oh,
like,
Renegade Cut is just over-interpreting this part.
This doesn't make any sense.
It's just his headcanon.
This is so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, this is shit
sorry,
that...
You can't.
Like, going to Bible... I don't know if you guys... I don't know what religions you guys did, if you did any religion when you were growing up, but I had not Bible class, but like in Ukrainian Byzantine, you have to actually go to school for whatever catechism. So you actually get oil poured on you when you're like 10 or 11. But you have to go to like Bible studies essentially for a few weeks. And these are like stupid questions you would have, and you would ask the teacher there. And it'd be stupid shit, but you're a kid, you don't know any better. This is like before that. This is like some weird. This is like if God didn't make everything, but if He did, but didn't give full control over this thing, would that thing then have the authority, or would it just be part of God's plan? Like everything would be God's plan, right? It's like that's the answer to everything. Everything's God's plan. Like what? Okay. This is not. I mean, holy crap, this is bad.
Yeah.
We talk about how Maggie Mae Fish is crazy. This is like dumb, retard. I'm going to talk about religion crazy.
Yeah. This is just getting stupid.
Like, I can forgive Maggie for being nuts. I can't forgive this guy for trying to use logic in the parable of the devil in the desert and Jesus and the bread and whatever.
But try and use logic and then just say, oh, because the devil doesn't own everything, he can't be the devil. He has to be a servant of God. It's like, wait, what are you on about here?
All he's doing is asking Jesus, if you're hungry, turn these stones into bread. It's like
get God to do this. He's trying to. It's like the temptations of Christ and everything like that. Yeah. Oh well, whatever.
Anyway, okay.
Merely carry this out. Jesus' temptation in the desert was a test by his father, not by the devil. Another interpretation of the temptation
how do you know
in
that?
the desert is that
you bloody without the accuser, or whatever you want to translate that as, God would have not had the drive, necessity, getting the idea to test Eeyore. It wasn't a test by it isn't solely God's fault.
Well, the argument then becomes
he fell for it and made this man's life miserable. The idea came up with the Advocatus Diaboli. Will this guy actually keep on believing in you if you make his life a complete shit show?
So the idea is that Jesus he gets baptized by John the Baptist and he gets sent into the wilderness. The idea is that he is without sin. He's never sinned, and maybe he could. I don't know, but he's never done it. So maybe the devil's like, hey, if he's without sin, let's see what he can do. I don't know how turning stones into bread makes a sin, but where is he going? What's the point? Anyway, trying to find logic in parables is not very efficient.
Yeah.
And not literally. The temptation has 3 offers, sort of the magic number telling, each escalating from the former, and each a lesson for the early Christians. God's prosecutor exists as an antagonist in the story, as a metaphor for temptation. Another reason to believe the temptation in the desert was not meant to be some historical account is nobody else was there to bear witness. And while accounts in the Gospels, such as the...
I have a feeling that... So, because Christians know this. Any atheist who really looks into this also knows all of this. The only people who don't seem to know this about Satan seem to be completely brain dead, alleged atheists who do not know anything about Christianity or Judaism
or religion in general.
And that is also why they do not understand the mechanics of religion and why they fall for just another thing that has the same mechanics as those religions. Because Renegade Cut keeps criticizing religion, for example, the theology. However, as I keep saying, he doesn't see that his belief system, his ideology, has the exact same mechanics.
Yeah.
This is just so pathetic. He is explaining stuff to non-Christians that believe themselves to be then so much more intelligent because, I understand the Bible now better than the dumb Christians who think Satan is just this guy with the horns. No. Christians do know better. Yes, there's a lot. There's probably the overwhelming majority that never reads the Bible themselves. But they still know this stuff because they talk about it in church.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Or watch a movie. Or read some literature. Where because usually when we see a depiction of Satan in media, it's not this dumb, I want to destroy the world. Like the South Park devil. It's some cunning, intelligent being that raises interesting questions. Puts you before a quandary. I think that's the word. Or a dilemma. And wants to see, well, how are you going to solve this? What are you going to do? I want to see what you're going to do. You human who thinks himself so virtuous and high and mighty. How are you, how long will your resolve last? Are you really as virtuous as you claim? That's what the devil characters in most media do all the time, how they are depicted. It's rather the dumb ones where it's just, I want your soul.
Well, the fact that he pulled the interpretation of Greek into whatever, like the tempter or the advocate, whatever the judicial thing, when the diabolos or diabolos is the Greek other word, like this is pure semantics. This is so silly. So we're doing two things I hate, guys, just so you know. I have 3 rules. The first 2 rules are no religion, no semantics. And he's doing both at the same time, and it's driving me nuts. This
what's nuts is the fact that if you actually just put your brain to it, what he's doing, you just got to go like, why are you doing this? This is stupid.
What is this video about anyway? Like, what he talked about some singer guy, and you're like, whatever, whoever that guy is, sure.
Little Nas X rapper.
And now
it feels like it has been forever. Like I forgot that he was in the video.
Is he trying to put up a? So we're not allowed to criticize the gay video, but he's trying to tell us how the gay video got the devil wrong.
I don't know. I don't know because I can't.
He's saying it defends, like it defends. I don't even know. I don't even care anymore.
He said it was a defense against the persecution by the church and other religious authorities, who I'm assuming don't like music videos. I don't know. Do they care about a bunch of random dudes who want to sing and dance about being gay? I don't think so. Has the church said anything about the video? When? It came out.
The church itself officially? I doubt it.
Did it come out? It came out this year, didn't it?
They don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't think they care.
Yeah.
Or if they do, I mean, they've criticized other videos.
It was just people who are religious have reacted negatively to this. And that's what he's making a big deal out of.
Yeah, current Pope is too busy washing people's feet.
If you start depicting one of your famous stories from your religion, or someone else takes it, like I don't know, take the Buddha, right? Like imagine someone gets a statue of the Buddha, hollows it out, hooks it up to a sprinkler and puts it in their I don't know, their backyard, so water spits out of its mouth like it's a fountain or something. That might be a bit offensive to some Buddhists.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just might be like that's pretty much what the guy did with all his visual depictions. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't really care. You can do whatever you want as an artist, so it's not a big deal. But some of the other people who actually like respect or think that these holy scriptures are real, yeah, they're going to react. That's their prerogative. Great, good for them. It's not a big deal. Same way the music video wasn't a big deal. There's no problem here. There's no issue. He's just rambling on about his understanding of Judeo-Christian mythos. And we're like, okay, and anyway, we're almost 10 minutes done. This has been such a waste.
Crucifixion may have been accounts of a historical Jesus. The temptation in the desert is not reliable as history. It is instead an important lesson. Satan is referenced by name a handful of other times in the New Testament, but most Christians focus on his alleged role in the book of Revelation. Few biblical books are more misunderstood than Revelation. In modern times, many Christians use Revelation as a warning against the coming power of the devil and the end of the world, but the actual content of Revelation tells a different story. The author of Revelation, John of Patmos, had a specific audience in mind: 7 early Christian churches in what is now Turkey. John describes the challenges facing these churches in the 1st century CE. Roman officials were concerned about the growing sect of Christianity, not for religious reasons, but for political reasons. Jesus Christ as a Messiah had revolutionary overtones. John's letter to the 7 churches was full of instructions on how to behave under this threat, and how to remain faithful instead of assimilating into another culture. The beast referenced in the book of Revelation is not literally the devil. It is almost certainly a reference to the Roman Empire, and more specifically...
No, it's literally the devil. Angel Michael kills the devil. He's a big red dragon. I mean, it's a parable, so you can interpret it differently, but it's called Satan, so...
Revelation is political. It is not a warning about the devil. John was concerned with immediate and terrestrial matters, not a supernatural evil. The prophecy of Revelation is merely the hope of a better future for the early Christians. In short, there is actually very little Satan in the Bible. Certainly not enough to cast him as the enemy of God or the enemy of humanity.
Should have made more
How did we get
cameos.
here? How did God's servant and prosecutor become a monster?
That is a good question. How did we get here?
Yeah, what? Yeah, seriously.
What the fuck is this video? Like, holy shit! Is this
Is
how
it?
you
Is this?
look
Is
at
this
every
now starting
music
to say,
video?
like, is this? But are we starting to get down to the fact that the devil is misunderstood and is like a gay ally that we should be supporting?
Well, apparently the book of Revelations is a political manifesto of the Christian
But it's
church.
not.
But it's, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
when,
right.
when he
It's not.
said like it's political, I was like, what?
What? Oh my god! He just.
I love to see his breakdown on Eminem's Rap God or MGK's Rap Devil.
I have a really bad feeling that when he said like the devil is not the enemy of the people, I have this really bad feeling that he's going to try and make out that the devil represents some, is misunderstood, like socialism. And
Well, I mean, they are death worshippers, right?
yeah.
Holy crap.
This is a terrible, terrible video.
All from a Little Nas video. Like, I don't know what prompted him exactly to just go, yeah, let me just research all this material so that I can use for my video.
He didn't research fuck all. He just literally just looked at some Reddit.
His definition of research, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, the book of Revelation is the last book of the Bible, and it talks about the end of days. It's kind of apocalyptical. I don't think there's going to be much of anything left, especially politics. But okay, sure, Renegade Cut. It's all about politics.
I just find it funny that a book in the Bible talks so much about an old Schwarzenegger movie. See, Smud got it. No one else got it.
Whoa,
But,
you said the N-word. I was
every time
N-word, that's why.
Schwarzenegger pops up about the Bible, I just immediately go to the Mad TV sketch or sketches.
yeah.
They're great. Why? Why? Stop killing Judas! Anyway. Guys got to watch that Terminator. Was it Judgment Day or I can't remember the Terminator. I don't remember what the title is. It's a Mad TV sketch. It's great.
A monster who's in hell. Red, horned, terrifying, and apparently...
Yeah, he's terrifying. Look at that guy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's seducing the devil.
Oh, look at that devil.
Oh, he's really... Look at that,
So
that
scary.
bondage gear.
Yeah, and then he takes his crown and puts it on himself.
Yeah, really scary stuff.
He just looks like a black guy at a Halloween party. No offense.
In red paint.
Yeah.
Is it a black guy? I don't know.
Yeah. That's...
distracted by X. The devil, as commonly depicted today, is the product of artists and reinterpretation of centuries-old events to better fit the emerging religion of Christianity. In the third
The emerging religion.
But he's not thinking about this. What the hell are you on about? They never think about any of this shit. They're just like, what's the cool aesthetic that I can make for my music video?
The emerging religion of Christianity.
The lyrics have nothing to do with the fucking visual images that you see on the goddamn screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Yeah, I know.
And I can't comment on his video, but yeah, it's not a bad thing, so I don't really care.
Very few music videos make sense with the lyrics of the
Well,
song.
it was the same thing with like Cardi B when she was in the desert, and they thought it was something more profound, and it just Cardi B's reasoning is just, I thought it was cool.
Yeah, a lot of these music videos are just because they don't have the budget and they do it for fun. And if they do have the budget, they do all these crazy CG for fun. It's all metaphor.
Or it just like it's just literally a music video so that female singers can get their tits out for money, and then male singers can take their shirt off and show their abs for money in exotic locations.
Or if you're Rick Astley, you could dance against a fence, I think.
Yeah, you can do that. But do you know what I mean? It's mainly just to attract people's attention. I mean, music videos are sort of like on the way out, really, because like they used to be big when there's like MTV and stuff, and that used to be an actual thing. But now it's just a bit like I
remember that late '90s, or even during the '90s, late 2000s. It was pretty big.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Anyway.
Good time.
12 minutes in. We got 3 minutes left. Oh, my God.
Century, Ur of Alexandria began to popularize the idea that Satan was a fallen angel. This comes from a mistranslation or misunderstanding of a verse from the Gospel of Luke. While Jesus was speaking to either 70 or 72 followers of his, he said, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." However, this misinterprets Jesus' words and rearranges the text. As theologian Albert Barnes once said, lightning is an image of rapidity or quickness. I saw Satan fall quickly or rapidly.
This is too stupid. I'm sorry. He is...
Oh, my God. Satan fell from heaven. What's in heaven?
Apparently,
maybe he just went really fast.
Apparently, lightning creatures. I don't know.
Gravity affects him just as much as us.
Oh God!
Wait, the phrase "from heaven" is to be referred to the lightning.
You can't change gravity.
Then what is Satan then? Because the lightning's
Where
fallen.
time has passed.
You know what's really
Yeah, but
funny?
the thing is,
In Christianity and Islam, Satan is seen as a fallen angel, as it was rebelled against God. It's the same story.
It's the same story as how do you pronounce that in English? Where you murdered it? What was that? Prometheus. Same story.
yeah, with stuff.
Brings fire against the will of the gods. Brings fire to the people, to humans, and is eternally punished for it. Hooray!
Yeah, but the thing is, if you look at it, lightning is an image. So the phrase "from heaven" is to refer to the lightning. So where is Satan fallen from, Ben? Because you don't fall from the fall.
Did you skip something?
We
Did I
skipped
fall
ahead
asleep?
from the middle of the video because
Okay.
it was just redundant and dumb.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
Kind of like this part.
Yeah.
Satan is a bolt of lightning. Okay, that's good.
As quick as lightning. The phrase "from heaven" is to be referred to the lightning and does not mean he saw Satan fall from heaven.
Okay, buddy.
Christians retroactively
God.
cast Satan.
Oh, this guy's one interpretation is absolute truth. Thanks. That's fantastic. Yeah.
Thanks, Albert Barnes, whoever the fuck you are. Like, it didn't even say like Albert Barnes, writer of "I'm a massive knobhead. Here's my
Yeah.
idea on Christianity" or
Forget-
something. Not even a book or anything. It's just Albert Barnes, like some bloke you met at a pub 2
Yeah.
weeks ago. or
Forget
something.
Judaism, Christianity, Islam, all the other Abrahamic religions. No. Just some guy called Albert, and he said it was a lightning bolt.
I
Therefore,
bumped into him in a jail cell in North Korea. It was pretty fun. And then he started talking about Satan. Ha! Satan.
I bumped into Big Al in a jail cell. Anyway, after you raped me for the first 2 weeks, we started talking about Satan. Anyway, I'm an atheist now.
And Robinson Crusoe.
I'm radicalized to be an atheist.
Yeah. Also, I find it difficult to sit down.
here is Tyler
Why I'm always
Preston,
standing, yeah.
always bringing back the Weeb Day vibes. Neon Genesis Evangelion understands Christianity better than this SOB. I would say yes.
I would agree.
I would agree. They don't interpret too much. All they do is they take their angels and they encase them in robots. So
Yeah, like even the fucking creator like admitted that like yeah, we just like took all of these things just for the visuals and like how because in Japan it was like a foreign thing to have any Christian symbols in it. So
yeah.
they purely took it out just for the visual aspect, nothing else.
I'm gonna be
Kinda like
brutally honest.
Lil
but-
Nas X.
Yeah, I'm going to be brutally honest. An alien from the Flabbergon Fling Flong cluster probably knows more about Christianity and religion than Renegade Cut.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah,
We should just all convert to Makler.
we should all just worship the giant flying spaghetti monster and just get on with it.
Yeah,
Maybe we
but
should
anyway.
worship Chelonian.
No,
Okay, let's go.
as
You go
being in books like Ezekiel and Isaiah. For example, in the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, Isaiah has a prophetic vision of the fall of the king of Babylon. Translated from Hebrew, Isaiah speaks of a morning star, but translated and retranslated a few different ways. The Latin word
If you bother so much about pronunciation, why are you not calling him Isaiah? Since that must mean something totally different, since Satan and
No.
Satan are different things.
Yeah, and these are the
Same
Bible.
thing.
Remember, he said it's not in the Bible, the Old Testament. Well, apparently, it's...
it is.
Isaiah said this at 2 p.m. 12 minutes.
Yeah,
Which are
but it's like. But here's the thing: it didn't say the devil; it says Morning Star, so it's not the devil because it's a different name.
Ah, so
Because-
this is the prequel to the Fist of the North Star.
Ah.
Yeah,
George Lucas, yeah.
George.
This is getting stupid. This is Punished Bearserker. Hey, Bears, how you doing? Albert's big bro Stephen Barnes says AI is a... What? Owls? Oh, owls. I thought it was AI. Owls of Fagote.
What ails you?
Owl's a faggot.
See, Faygoat could actually be
I like that.
a fairy
Faygoat.
creature.
I like Faygoat.
Yeah. A magical fairy goat. There you go.
Yeah. What did they use goats for in the olden days? And today still somewhere in certain
Cheese.
places?
Sex.
Sex as well, but mostly cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought they used to ride them in little races, but okay, sex is fine.
Anyway, here we go. Trying to interpret the morning star as not meaning Satan. Okay, let's hear this one.
For this is Lucifer. Those who wished to advance the theory that Satan was a fallen angel came to the erroneous conclusion that
It's erroneous because falling from heaven apparently means you're not from heaven. Okay, that's good.
Lucifer must be another inexplicable proper name for Satan, capitalized it, and retconned a vision of the king of Babylon
Capitalized it?
to be an allegory about the devil. The idea
What do
stuck
you
in
mean
the
with-
mind.
Okay. I don't think he understands what capitalize means.
I don't think he knows what allegory means.
I don't think he knows what anything means.
This is incredible. Like everything
know.
he's saying is anyone who's studied religion or theology or whatever is, the Jews and their wonderful schools would look at this and go like, "What the hell is he talking about? What is this milk toast Wikipedia article rambling about? Like, what is this shit?"
It would be more interesting if you went into the proto-religion where you have the House of El and all the other angels, they all end in L, and then Lucifer got it changed because he fell from grace, and so on and so on. It's all really funny. But
To be honest with you,
long
the
ago.
best thing that Renegade Cut could possibly do is probably just shut the fuck up and never make videos ever again. That's probably the best thing.
That would be nice. Yeah.
We have been hoping that for like years now.
Yeah, this kind of
Perhaps
video.
a rope tied into a noose.
Like I was thinking of doing responses to various YouTubers, but this kind of video is so dumb. Like you wouldn't even touch religion, and it is interpretive, yes, but to interpret it this way, with just look at this sentence, can't you see? Like this is like one of like 100 or so interpretations and translations of the Bible and other
But
documents.
Smud, Albert says it's a lie, and we got to listen to whatever Albert fucking says, whoever Albert is.
This is just the dumbest shit.
Hold on. Who the fuck is Albert Barnes? Give me 5 seconds. I got to find out who this fucking prick is.
No, he's probably dead now, but
Hang on. Are we?
Yeah, but he lives
are we
on
getting-
through Renegade Cut. That's the
Oh,
problem.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Whoa.
Albert
Whoa.
Barnes is an American theologian born in Rome, New York, in the 1800s. He was born in
Americano?
1798, died in 1870. Well done.
Alright.
Fucking.
Joy.
Was it a Presbyterian? Is that how
Oh,
you-
no kidding. Presbyterian. Wow. Who'd have thunk he would interpret the Bible differently? Gee, I wonder why.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, this guy.
So did he make the church himself, or
He was a pastor in the Presbyterian Church of Morrison, New Jersey, from 1825 to 1830, and of the First Presbyterian Church of Philadelphia, 1830 to 1868.
this fucking shit sounds like that Mormon cartoon we watched like a long while ago, where like they depicted that like the black people are black because they stayed neutral and they didn't fight Satan, so God made them black.
Well,
No, but the thing is, the Presbyterians were created by the Scots, so of course they're going to be fucking stupid, aren't
That's
they?
even worse, yeah.
well, if you think
Yeah.
the interpretations by Christianity and Judaism are different, wait till you start jumping away into flavors of Christianity or Catholicism. It gets worse. Like it just keeps interpreting things differently, which is fine. You can do that. But like, this is Renegade Cut going, oh yeah, he's this guy, and he said this. You're like, fine. That's one of 100 interpretations of a parable. And there's literally thousands of religions. So I don't know what he's...
Oh yeah, well, what was it? It's like, yeah, Presbyterians place great importance upon education and lifelong learning, tempered with the belief that no human action can affect salvation. Jesus
wow.
Christ. These guys are just so...
Yeah, they're bit absolute. Anyway, yeah. Presbyterian
So
pastor.
Albert Barnes is one of these guys, and well done.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why he's bringing up Albert Barnes. Albert Barnes is an abolitionist, and yeah.
He released 14 volumes of commentary on the Bible. What the fuck?
Mhm.
Yeah, these people tend to do these things. Like even, well, Isaac Newton was kind of big on the Bible, but that's another story.
Yes, like he thought like his scientific discoveries were like his least achievements in life.
Yeah, I know.
How did that turn out?
It's amazing how he had this all alchemical stuff he was writing about, which was bunk, and half of this stuff was mostly religious. You're like, dude, you have this amazing brain. You invented calculus to solve a problem from a bet someone made at a bar one day. I mean, yeah, religion is much more important. It's like, okay.
Oh my God! He was even. We're talking about obviously the Presbyterians with this Albert Barnes splitting up. He was part of a smaller cult of Presbyterians in America. Oh my God! This guy, we're literally taking the word of some bloke who just. Wow. Okay, that's what Renegade Cut found. Oh, fuck this guy.
Anyway, yeah, religion bad. Okay, let's keep going.
Allegory about the devil. The idea stuck in the minds of early Christians, and by the Middle Ages, the Satan character was largely understood.
What is he talking about now?
I don't care.
I'll just keep going.
The enemy of God, the mastermind of sin and temptation. Satan became a common scapegoat for the ills of the world. Why is the world the way it is? They asked. It couldn't be those in power. It couldn't be those with wealth. It couldn't be the church. And it.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Oh my God!
Well, who saw this coming?
Wow! This is all the problems in the world because of the rich people. If only we had socialism from the dawn of time, everyone would be happy. Shut the fuck! God, I really do wish you go back to North Korea, Renegade Cut. Just fuck off. You are such a boring, repetitive cunt. Honestly.
Who saw that?
It's probably why he didn't stay there. They didn't want him as a teacher because he's too bad.
I called this at the start. I said he'd bring it in socialism and shit into it. With the devil.
Yeah. The big bad allegorical thing. Oh, it's capitalism. There we go.
Yeah.
If only ancient Hebrews understood the concepts of Karl Marx, we'd all be in utopia by now.
Yeah, if only ancient man had read the Communist Manifesto, we'd all be in a better place now.
Yeah, the Dark Ages were just a bad idea. Just people taking a break.
When when those monkeys first slept upright, if only they'd bought themselves a copy of Karl Marx's book, it's perfectly fine.
And they started all making monkey noises around the obelisk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fucking.
The monolith. The monolith.
All right, let's get this over with.
2
minutes.
Yeah, my legs are starting to fall asleep.
Oh God, yeah.
Couldn't be the world that they barely understood. So it had to be something else. Someone else. And that someone, conveniently, was an invisible entity that was discovered centuries after the fact in the Old Testament. Satanic panic is nothing new. By the Middle Ages, the depiction of
it's like SJWism.
Wait, hold on. Satanic panic.
This is not the Satanic Panic, by the way.
We went from 0 BC to 1980, 1970.
No, Renegade Cut does not even understand what the Satanic Panic was.
No, I think this is like communist panic at this point. At least I admit.
This is just this video's getting very straight. This video really wants to say that Satan is an allegory for capitalism, but he knows that it's so stupid he'd be laughed out of everywhere. Even other communists would laugh at him. But he so desperately wants to make the point, so he's skirting around it.
At that point, why did you even make this video, Renegade Cut?
Because
You should just delete it.
Because he's an idiot.
Oh
All right,
man!
anyway.
You should just put a bullet in your head. Fuck's sake!
Satanic panic.
Anyway.
Satanic panic. We got
Anyway.
there. Great.
Just so you can finally have something in your head, as Wisp would say.
I don't know how it brought back to this stupid music video, but fine, let's go.
Yay! It connects.
Have of him today. Red, horned, sometimes with goat hooves. This was the invention of artists, drawing upon earlier mythological characters. The church
Okay.
rejected worship of pagan deities, which may explain
Was
why
that
Satan
bestiality?
was cast as this blasphemous image. To sum up, outrage about the Montero music video and all satanic panics are derived from mistranslations of the Bible.
No, and no.
Gee, I don't
Do
know.
you think
Dante
That is some
Alighieri,
creative makeup.
William
Do you
Blake.
think?
We have lots of artists do things interpreting the Bible and religious
Yeah.
texts. That's nothing
So
new.
is like Renegade Cut claiming that Lil Nas X has interpreted the Bible the correct way?
Has he even read the Bible? I don't think he gives a shit
I
about the
don't.
Bible.
The thing is, complaining about the music video is wrong because you don't understand the Bible. It's like, I'm sorry, what? I'm
I haven't
sorry.
read the
People can
manga,
complain.
dude.
Yeah, but people
Well,
can
that is
complain
the
about a video
Wait,
and
he
not
comes
read
from the-
a book that
comes
has
from
nothing
the
to do with
younger-
it.
Yeah, he comes from the younger generation. I don't think they give a shit about the Bible.
Well, when you're talking about a work that's allegorical to begin with, interpreting that as a literal is kind of pointless. So when you say an adaptation, you're not really adapting anything substantial. It's just the ideas, not the literal words.
Yeah, but this is like saying like someone complaining about Jaws and you're saying, well, you can't complain. You haven't read Peter Benchley's novel. It's like, I'm sorry, what? What if I'm allowed to say, I don't like Jaws, but I don't have to read them, or like I don't like Jurassic Park. It's like, well, you haven't read the novel. It's like, what?
Well,
What
in
are
this,
you talking
in
about
this
here?
case, it's weird because the lyrics have nothing to do with whatever he's talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if Michael
It's
Crichton,
just about like I'm going to turn a guy on and we're going to have sex. That's awesome.
right? If
People criticize the song instead of the video.
If-
That happens.
Yeah, I mean, he has random tiny bits that are correct, but there's no what is the actual context and topic of this video?
You think you would show it, right? But no.
I don't know, because you could take any allegory and look at the interpretations and say, well, these are the interpretations. He didn't do that. He just says, I like this interpretation from this one bloke, and you're like, okay, and you just keep.
Yeah,
and
but it's
suddenly,
like,
satanic panic is a thing. Like, what? What are you talking about?
yeah, but it's like, someone goes, I don't like the idea. I don't like the idea of like Little Nas like gyrating on the devil. Well, the devil actually in the Bible doesn't look anything like this, and blah blah. It's like, what are you on about? You're allowed to not like something, and what? You're not.
Are we not
people
allowed to
can complain.
criticize how dumb the video looks? I don't know.
Yeah, we're not allowed to criticize the fact that this
Are
guy
we-
is obviously just doing it to.
And
Yeah,
are we allowed again to criticize the Netflix adaptations that they don't look like the original?
Yeah, this is nothing
Mhm.
more than a modern dance routine with a lot of makeup and CG. That's all these music videos are. With I
Yeah.
don't know, some inspiration from the Bible, I guess. But other than
They
that,
have
Yeah.
a bunch of auto tune, so they sound
weird.
like sexier than they are.
Yeah.
That's the idea,
You're-
but how it comes
But
off.
you're
it
allowed.
doesn't work, yeah.
You're allowed to say that something that you don't like something. You don't have to read over 1,000-year-old book to
Anyway,
get
Yeah.
context.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
Jack-
Remember, we didn't make sex songs for kids. Remember that?
Yeah.
Better times.
anyway.
And you know when Jack Black did this
I'm
rock
allowed
off
to-
with the devil, that also
Yeah.
wasn't an authentic depiction of Satan from the Bible.
Of course, because
Yeah.
he's Jewish.
From New York. Was Italian Jews.
Oh boy.
I just feel like this guy would. I feel like Renegade Cut would tell me that I complain about the trains being late. He goes like, "Well, you've not watched the entirety of Thomas the Tank Engine, so you can't complain about things." I'm like, "What's going on about here?"
Well, he could have made a video about dinosaurs, and if Michael Crichton wrote Jurassic Park, that was a parable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, yeah, fine, whatever, go for it.
It's a parable, and in the Lost World novel, which is almost like the New Testament. Oh, shut the fuck up, Renegade Cut.
Man, he must have defended Ariana Grande's God as a Woman.
Oh, boy, oh
Jesus
boy.
Christ.
I can imagine that defense.
Let's not talk about Ariana Grande too much. I think Japan has got that monopoly, so I don't think we need to.
Yeah, if
Oh, do they?
Renegade
That's
Cut read into what Islam believes about the devil and angels and how all that stuff works, he will get an aneurysm.
Yes, he would. If you think the Bible's bad, wait till you read.
But the thing is, Renegade Cut knows if he mentions anything about Islam, he'll end up like the people from Charlie Hebdo and just be gunned down by crazed Islamists. He knows that he can. He knows that he can go against Christians because they won't beat him up in the street.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. That's why people go after Christianity, because actual Christians don't really want to fight people. Whereas a lot of other religions do want to fight people.
Okay, here's Crumb for $9.99.
And if they do fight, well, then they can prove how bad they are. See, it's a win-win situation for them.
The Virgin Lucifer versus the Chad Prometheus. All right, I'll give
yes,
that's cool.
Yes, I like that.
Alrighty. Anyway, 1 minute. Hopefully.
Bible, purple obfuscation, historical scapegoating, and anti-pagan propaganda. Lil Nas X is.
How is this anti-pagan?
That part is technically true, but it's not renditions of artists. It is propaganda by the Catholic Church against the heathens or pagans or whatever you want to call them, the non-Christians that were still native to the area. The modern depiction of Satan, like with the goat head and everything, is a persiflage of Cernunnos, the Celtic forest god of life and fucking. Yeah, so that is that. That's also why Wicca is bullshit, because it's based on the Catholic propaganda. It's not rooted in the. Not rooted in the actual, in the actual beliefs in the actual culture.
Yeah, but
however,
people complaining about this music video aren't using Catholic propaganda against him.
Yeah, because yeah, exactly. That's not a critique. We accept this imagery because it's part of our culture now, and. If religious people criticize this, it's not that they criticize it because this is not the actual Satan stuff. No, they complain because there's gay sex in the music video. That would be the only thing I can imagine why Christians would complain about the music video.
Oh, you have violence. Oh, you promote drugs. Oh, you promote this for that.
Oh my god, you're being a
too big.
Dirty. Yeah, you've been a fucking dirty degenerate on screen. It's like, it's like in a music
and
video.
here we see a double standard. Gay sex on TV is okay, but if the breasts are larger than a B cup, that's not okay.
Yeah.
You can thrush your crotch at the devil, but you have boobs that a man can grab in his hands. You're fucking disgusting.
Yeah, we gotta cut that down.
All right. Anyway.
Not dancing depiction of a figure with firm roots connected to the Abrahamic.
Wow.
He's dancing with a character stolen and reinvented from Judaism that bears no resemblance to this. Belief in the devil has more to do with blasphemy. The idea that God does not have control over good and evil, or that God can be threatened.
This feels like a Mad TV skit. I'm sorry, this is ridiculous.
It is.
This just
This
feels
is
like
just
he's
headcanon
going. It's
now.
fucking God's fault. God's fault. God could do everything. It's like you seem to believe a lot in God here. God has control over everything. Okay. For a socialist atheist, you seem to believe in God a lot. If you think he's got all power,
Devils don't
that's not the
come from
point.
beneath the earth. They come from the
God
sky.
has created socialism as a CIA torture device.
The apple was a CIA device intended to end
Yes,
socialism
the apple
in
of
the
Eden.
Garden of Eden.
To
Mhm.
perpetrate the Garden of Eden.
Wasn't the snake
That's why
supposed to be the devil
Assassin's
in
Creed is
that
communism.
story? Isn't the snake supposed
Adam
to
eating
be?
the apple was the 9/11 of the Garden of Eden.
Yeah. But,
Predicted
like,
9/11, yes.
But the thing is, isn't the snake meant to represent the devil in the story of
Yes.
Eden?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the temptation. See, hey, you want an apple?
Who else
So
would be a dick in a God's garden?
why hasn't he brought that up?
Because
By
he's too
saying,
dumb
look,
to make
it's
a
not-
conclusion.
he's not known as
Because
Satan
devil's
here.
good.
He's known as the snake. So haha, he must be an actual reptile.
Yeah, he must
and
be
stuff.
from Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
Oh,
Lucifer Snake.
Oh god, sorry.
Murdoch.
Liquid Lucifer or something. So, I don't know.
Gelatinous.
It's an apple.
Beaver. I don't know.
Orange.
Is it a baked apple?
Baked apple.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know where Beaver came from.
I'm Canadian.
Why?
I think of the
Canada.
first
You're Canadian.
animal in my mind, and it's
Because of the Hoover Dam, that's why.
no, but
I don't believe you that Beaver was the first animal on your mind. I think Moose was, and you just went, no, that's too Canadian.
Moose?
Beaver.
I think of food first, and it goes to beaver tails, and you're like, oh yeah.
You think of food, and then you think of beavers. You know what? I believe you, Smud.
It was either that
Are
or
there that
poutine.
many
so.
of them?
No, Smud always tells people, nice beaver. Thanks, I just had it stuffed. Anyway.
I see
Alrighty.
what you did there. Double entendre.
That Naked Gun reference. Oh my god.
Mhm.
I know it. I'm so old. Okay, anyway, we got 30 seconds left.
Is blasphemous than a music video and a shoe. Also, it kind of slaps.
What?
Oh, he used a
Oh, shut
word.
the fuck up.
He used a word.
Did he really say it kind of slaps, bro? Yo, I'm still young and I'm still with the lingo.
He's hip
I know
to
how to
the
hip
groove,
hop and
man.
jive.
Greetings, my fellow youngers.
Yo, what up, my N-words? See, I know I'm white because, I'm not allowed to say that word. But I'm still cool with y'all, huh?
Maybe if he smiled once or had some passion in his voice, I might believe him, but my god.
Exactly, yeah, I would. But he's so boring. It's
Anyway,
like, this is like my dad trying to pretend to be hip-hop.
that was painful. That was one of the worst
Yeah.
Renegade Cut videos we ever saw.
Yeah,
You
I
always
had
said
no
that.
point. I had no point. I don't see it.
That was, yeah.
And if I'm sorry, I'm not in shape.
All right. Anyway, let's get to stream memes. Yes, we do know that comments were turned off. So, bravo, Renegade Cut. Don't know what you're hiding from. Here's Berserker, Opan Hungary style. Okay. Why is he dancing in
Fuck you, Bears. I hate that song.
in a stable? What's going on?
Aw,
It's a
Gangnam
Gangnam
Style
Style.
video clip.
Oh yeah, okay.
Gangnam Style.
I thought you just copied and pasted
Yeah.
them in there and put a bunch of horses in there.
that's a copy and paste? I thought that was Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Homosexuals are gay. Thanks, Bears.
Mhm.
Islam
That is
is
true,
the
homosexuals are
Abrahamic
gay.
faiths as the sequel trilogy is to Star Wars. Oh.
Oh yeah, that is not wrong. That is not wrong.
Well, there's isn't there like 4 or 5 holy books in Islam? I can't remember what they all were, but I think the Talmud is one or the Torah is one.
Torah. I think it's the Torah.
There's the book of, or the, what the hell are they called? Bunch of scrolls. What they called? Never mind. Doesn't matter. Anyway, more. Holy crap, we got a lot. Well, today is the 30th anniversary of my game. Well, happy anniversary, Ralph. Thanks, Satan. It's Satine.
Satine.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Who is Satine from? I don't know. Super
Looks
Satan.
like some kids game.
Bottom text. All right. Had to be done. Name, I am Lucifer Beelzebub, Memnoch, the Prince of Evil. Pick one. Satan. Stephanie. Nice. It all makes sense now. The female reproductive system, satanic ram's head.
Oh God.
Oh god.
Oh.
It's like a billion piece jigsaw just falling into place.
Oh my god. When you write a letter to Satan instead of Santa asking for a puppy. Holy jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Holy jeez.
Demon puppy.
That's a really good painting, by the way, but holy jeez.
That's nightmare fuel. That is. Who would? Why? Who painted that? Why?
Yeah.
Well, it does come from hell because it has 9 gig in the image. So
Maybe Hitler. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe Hitler.
this is why they kicked him off from the art school.
So here's Renegade Cut saying Hasatan and Satan are not the same. Like, thanks, buddy.
Not the same.
Satan
They're
said
built differently.
gay rights. Satan said gay rights $21.99, but slashed.
What?
I can't see that happening.
It's a pentagram of rainbows.
That's funny. I love how there's red on the red shirt.
Oh yeah, that's great.
It's like, why didn't you just use a white shirt?
Satan
Shouldn't it
was
be
a
upside down.
Satan was a lesbian. Are we Fred Haley? What is
Oh, is that a book?
No idea.
some
Satan.
pulp? Yeah, who knows?
Dating was a lesbian. Hold on. Let me go into incognito mode.
This is great. Avocado Diavolo, or whatever Wisp was talking about.
Oh, Joe Crazy said Satine is from Ghosts and Goblins.
Really? I didn't know that. Gee, it's been a while since I played that game, but yeah, okay, cool.
I always called him
Oh,
the devil.
that Satan
I
was a
see,
lesbian is a book.
What is going
That
on?
It is
here?
a book. Okay.
What? What the?
I am the devil. I love metal. Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's from the Pick of Destiny, the Jack Black movie. It's fun. It's fun.
Send
And this
nudes.
devil has amazing horns.
Hail Satan. Despacito.
Despacito.
Okay. Anal. Oh, this is Tim Curry.
This is Terry. Oh, okay.
You can't tell, but that's Tim Curry.
Mhm.
Renegade Cut. Satan doesn't control the world, Satan. And then we got... I don't know what's going
Ah,
on. Well, we know what does rule the world. Jojo. Excuse me, sir. Have you hailed Satan today?
Damn, that is some top tier goat.
That is scary looking quad.
That's some
skin that
top tier
creature.
goating.
Yeah, I got lots of horns going there, buddy.
definitely milkable.
Mm-hmm.
Don't kill yourself with the horns, though. That sounds dangerous.
The meat is edible.
Holy music stops. Uh-oh.
Satan has entered the chat.
This day
Oh,
makes me
boy.
want to launch the 10th Crusade. Dave's
Boy,
full. Do you think you are safe for it? Anti-infantry gun. What the hell? With
no.
chainmail. It's like, what the hell? Don't think chainmail can stop bullets, but you could try.
I'd love to see that video game.
Here is, oh my god, yes. It's just an expression.
Classic.
Ha ha. My friend Al once said, "Shut the fuck up, you cunt."
Shut the fuck up, you cunt.
Oh boy.
Great movie, by the way.
Which one is it?
Bronson
Oh, okay.
with Tom Hardy.
I always like this one. Parry this, you filthy casual.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on here? Guy in plate mail.
I always remember, what was it? I saw a meme of this once. It goes, when you're in a nightmare, but you're also a lucid dreamer. It's like, parry this, you filthy casual.
Y'all need Jesus.
Y'all need Jesus.
This guy's dancing. Oh, that's great. Jesus is coming. Are you ready? Ah!
Actually surprised you. Nice.
No! Jesus comes out of nowhere. There are no memes in the Bible. Song of Solomon 2 verses 9. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. Behold, he is standing behind our wall. He is looking through the windows. He is peering through the lattice. Song of Solomon 2 verses 9. Okay. I thought I was going to read something dirty, but
That's good.
That's pretty good, yeah. What is that? I'm not sure what
That's
that is.
is that Ned Kelly, the Australian outlaw?
Looks like it. Yeah, the helm looks like it.
Here's a photo from Lil Nas's recent album.
Fuck! What the?
What is going on here? I don't know.
Oh, God, no. This was the guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
well,
God.
Whatever.
Like I say, he's just nuts.
Oh,
Yeah, just
and
fuck
he's
off.
it's been a steady decline since then. Yeah.
So we got the Buddy Christ as the stand for
Crusade, Crusade man.
Crusade guy. Yeah. Holy.
Jesus, man.
What the hell is this guy? All these weapons. What's going on? I don't actually watch
Burglary, yeah.
these videos. I don't know what's going on, but I'm assuming it's a very strict family.
Very entertaining, thought-provoking story.
Oh, the time for talk is past. The Lord's work must be done. And God help if you get in this man's way.
Mm-hmm.
If your heart is wavering, Johnny Joestar, do not shoot.
Yes, this is from part 7, where Jesus is
Wait,
literally a character.
Wait, Jesus Christ is a cat? What?
Yes, well, he is only there briefly, but yes, he is.
Nice.
Yeah,
Fuck.
they put Jesus in there. Yeah, I know. I don't enjoy.
What's Renegade's talk?
I don't enjoy killing, but Joshua, just keep reloading those magnums. Here it is, the infamous book that proves the female of the species is deadlier than the male. Let's not read all that.
That's the Satan is a lesbian. I found it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh.
So it
Very
is a real
strange.
book.
Yeah, it's a real book. Yeah.
Devil is a part-timer. Great story. Fun stuff.
Yep, it's fun.
Yet another great find. 2020. Another disaster.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cute. I like that. Oh no, it's the beaver. The pernicious beaver.
Some beaver steak.
I've never actually eaten beaver. I don't know what they taste like.
It activates my
Bloody hell.
Okay. Oh, one more super chat. Alex Halo. Everyone knows the devil is a boy forced to work at McDonald's and a dark skin anime girl who can barely pay her rent for her apartment. Yeah, well, it's a good anime.
Yeah.
It's fun. Anyway, that was, I would say, okay, there's many reasons why I dislike this video. One, it's about religion. Two, it's about semantics. And you don't, like, these are 2 or 3 things I don't think you should ever discuss. And it's
Well, most
combined.
religious arguments are semantic arguments.
I know that. And that's why it comes down to semantics is what I hate the most. And religion is like a gateway to semantics, usually. So,
Yeah.
this was a socialist trying to badmouth the devil and use it as an allegory for capitalism without saying the word capitalism. It's amazing. Amazing stuff.
Because of little non-sex. I don't know. I can't wait for Renegade's Cut video for Kanye West Yeezus. That'd be a good video.
Kanye's kind of cool. I kind of like Kanye. He's kind of goofy, but he's not stupid goofy. He's crazy goofy, you know? He's got,
Yeah, but not this
Yeah.
not
not
this crazy.
I'm a retard goofy. No, he's not a retard. He's a genius, but he's like crazy genius, and he's
He's a
serious.
genius. Thank him. He's welcome.
You could talk to Kanye. You could have a normal conversation, provided he's on his meds. But yeah. See, that other guy, he doesn't need drugs. He's naturally retarded. So it's like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? Anyway, woo! Another Renegade Cut day. Holy crap!
This is horrible.
Yeah, I need a drink.
Was this
hell.
probably the worst one ever, or
In my mind, yes, but
Pretty
not in
bad.
terms of like content. In terms of just what he was trying to do, and the connections just weren't there. Like just dumb semantic crap that anyone who studied anything would go, this is garbage. This is a waste.
yeah?
Forget even learning logic or learning semantics or theologic arguments or even studying the Bible. Forget that. Just anyone who studied anything saw this and goes, yeah, this is crap. But of course, he has 200,000 views. People love his videos. What are you going to say? So another
People
socialist
pay
saying
him.
shit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much.
It's really bad. It's really bad. Sorry to interrupt. It's really bad. Like if I have to try and explain, like people ask me, "Oh, how? Like, what's your podcast that you do?" And I just said, we just listen to socialists talk shit for hours,
We laugh at them.
and they're like, wow, "That sounds boring." I'm like, "Why do you have to politics?" I'm like, "Oh, this is not about politics. We literally watch them talk shit with like video games and then push socialist politics." And they're like, "Do people do that?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yes.
yes."
Yeah, and there are
This
people
hap-
so dumb that they even give them money for it.
I know. It happens.
Yeah, like obviously at work today, I was telling the driver and everything. And he was like, "Oh my fucking god!" He's just like, "Oh god."
Oh, really?
He goes,
That's funny.
that sounds terrible. I goes, "Yeah, but you know, it's fun sometimes."
Don't ever show him the video while he's driving.
No. I'm like, he goes, "Oh, what's it under?" I said, "I'm never going to tell you."
Yeah,
what I'm
never
on.
tell people
Oh,
what you do on YouTube.
No, I'm like, no. It's
You'll
like,
scare them
I
away.
like you. Yeah, I like you. I don't want to ruin your life knowing that there's these people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, what we do here takes a little degree of temperance and patience and intelligence. If you don't have those 3 things, you're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna get angry. You're gonna get pissed. You're gonna run around the house screaming. So yeah, this is for professionals. We do this for a living.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
No. No.
Did you just almost say we do this for a living? No. I don't think I've received 1 pence.
No, I should probably pay you guys. That's a good idea. That's a good point.
It's like,
You pay for damages.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do this for a living.
Suffering and
It's like, do we? Then why the hell am I working like 8 hours a day doing something else?
yeah. You have to put professional somewhere in the title. It's like, well, we do technically make money, but we don't really, can't live off it. But
Somebody technically makes money somewhere.
yeah. It is
Now
YouTube,
this
so
is socialism.
Usually a socialist somewhere.
yeah.
Socialism is making money off of stupid people.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for the poll. I don't know exactly who made the poll this time around. I think it was probably Mateus, as usual.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
the ideas come from someone. I don't know if he did it himself. And if it was, then thank you, Mateus. If not, to you guys, keep the suggestions rolling in. We do our best to do a Smudcast, but sometimes the videos don't work out. Sometimes they're popular, but no one wants to come on for them. And sometimes we watch them while we're all agreed, and it just doesn't work out. So these things happen. But
Yeah.
that's how it goes. So
And sometimes just nobody has time.
this is true. So keep them coming. Thank you for listening. Have yourself a great evening. We'll talk to you real soon.